Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. A very special show coming live from Los Angeles, and we're so glad you're here to see what we've got cooking tonight, because this is, it feels like, we have that little respite on Tuesday. It feels like we've got so much extra time to really put together an incredible show. And boy, do we ever succeed tonight. We've got so many amazing new one-of-a-kinds. We also have some very big top of the hour specials. And we also have, how about this for a deal? Black and white diamonds. Goes with absolutely everything, but black diamonds can be tricky. It's really tough to get a really fine quality, which may sound kind of weird because they're opaque stones, so you don't have to deal with clarity, right? But what you deal with is still a struggle. We've got a great stone for you. The price is amazing. So if you want to get on the black diamond bandwagon, try saying that 5 times fast. We've got it for you tonight. Plus, we have a very large amethyst that kind of looks like it's playing as if it's a $10,000 tanzanite, but it's an amethyst with a lot of diamonds. We also are going to bring to you a stunning, you guys know our sea lion piece. We have that for you as well. And we have a returning favorite that has not been here for a very long time. It is the pave rose ring. So designer, so couture level, and it is here in all 3 gold colors, ready to ship, ready to go. And we have a special price for you, because even when it debuted, it was a bit more, and that was an incredible value. Things don't become icons around here unless they are beautiful, but also a great value. So we have all that for you tonight and more. Of course, your requests will be here as well. If you have anything you're looking for, please let us know what it is that we can share with you. Go find, go bring out, maybe even create for you for a future show. And one more thing I have to mention, speaking of future shows, we're going to give you some a little bit of a heads up on something that's coming up this weekend that is a brand new stone for us that we have not had. So we're looking forward to that. But also, there's something we haven't had. Tony, what's it been? I actually don't know if TVON's ever had one. I'm trying to think back. I know I've had them, but it was years and years and years and networks ago. We have a rarity that is, if you're a true gem lover, if you are somebody who values really unique, really phenomenal, but you also want something that has inherently a great value, we have one only. We do have a star ruby. And Tony and I were talking about this before the show. It's been, it's a struggle to get them in high-end quality. They usually leave you something to be desired. We have an incredible size. It's the perfect color. It has, well, a very strong asterism, and it also is, well, we'll talk about origin, but it's really special. So that's coming up in this first hour. So if you are somebody who really loves a star phenomenal stone, usually they're sapphires or rubies. We've got the true ruby, which is even a step up in rarity than the sapphires, which are a little easier to find. So we've got that for you as well. So that's going to be coming up. And the list goes on and on. So let us know if you'd like to see anything. Then we've got wheels as well. And I think some of our best values are in the black diamond, the amethyst. We've got some tanzanite, of course, and we even have a big white diamond. And then don't forget about a rose ring. So let's get started with a one-of-a-kind in a Kunzite pendant that we're going to share with you to get started here. It's item number 8543. We hope you all have had a fabulous week so far and are ready to celebrate with some really affordable jewelry. We've got some big values coming your way. So get ready. One of a kinds is a lot of what we're going to see throughout the show, like this 242 Afghan Kunzite. Now, it does look a little bit like a heart shape, and that's really intentional here. It's supposed to really give it that look, but without the cleft. Although I've noticed with some really good cutters, what they'll do is they'll still internally facet the stone at the top of the pear shape as if it is a heart shape. Do you see that? There's an illusion, if you will, where it looks like the internal faceting at the top center of your stone almost tucks in, so it gives you the appearance like it's the cleft of a heart. So it's that true, really, I wouldn't say, I'm not a big fan of the word dupe, but like, it really does give you that look and effect. So a really special stone, and yet you retain more of that weight. It's a 242. It's got a 5-point diamond, almost like a check mark, or it almost looks like it could be an asymmetrical heart. Now that's sitting right now. Gravity's pulling that veil down, but of course it's going to sit, well, we'll show you here on the hand, but it is a good size stone. It's a 242. It's got the amazing color that we love to see in the pinky purple range. But of course, when we see a really good Kunzite, what happens is it gets that more orchid type of tone. You see it here. So see how it almost looks like a little asymmetry up top with the pave diamonds. And then of course, when it's sitting up against your neckline, it's going to have that really cool look, almost maybe like, could be like a wishbone, could be a check mark, could be a beautiful, almost like an asymmetrical heart in of itself here in the bail, but that great looking stone. And it's for one caller only, and it's rare to see Kunzite pendants. It's mostly going to be a ring or something of that effect. We've had very few of late, and I am going to be announcing, just speaking of Afghanistan, I'm going to be announcing that we have a new debut, a big step, which is totally redundant, but we have a new stone that is going to debut on Sunday's show. So more to come on that, but there's your little hint for now. It's not Kunzite, but it may actually hail from the same source as we got this fabulous Kunzite. So it's going to be better than $9.99 value. We only have the one that's in the white gold. Change it if you'd like. We like to offer that when we can to change the gold for you and make it in that yellow gold or that rose gold if you'd prefer it. But it's not $9.99. This is going a lot better than that. And what really a special piece to get, I'm going to give you a measurement as well. Like to make sure you know everything you need to know before you say yes and commit to the item, because it is a one only. Now with that actual top length of the bail, you're going to have about a 3/4 inch top to bottom length. I'll show it on the neckline coming up right after this, but it's not $9.99. This is even better. So we're going to make it a lot more affordable for you, just starting the show off so right, giving you this chance to get in the white, the yellow, the rose. I love those. There's a white gold, you know, combination we tend to love when it comes to Kunzite, and that just gives it that all the more contrast, I think, for that stone. So a really, really good look from a distance away. Let's go back to our wheel. We'll put it up close for you and make sure that it's affordable enough to make sure it gets a great home, and that's how we do it. It's going to be $499. We'll go halvesies on it to get us started on a fabulous Kunzite with diamond pendant for you or maybe for a loved one. It's late October already, so we're getting into that. Before you know it, it's going to be officially holiday season, and we're getting you hooked up with all the great deals you need. Plus, there's emerald in an earring. I was just about to say, you know, we don't see Kunzite earrings very often because they're tough to match. Well, it's even tougher to get emeralds to match up, so we got some big ones coming up for you. So we'll give that 30 seconds, then we're going to rock and roll. The rose ring is coming up. We'll do that right around the top of the hour, so just about 55 minutes from now. Also have a really cool way to do pink and white diamonds if you want something classic but with a twist, a literal twist. We'll have that. And did you see that we debuted some Akoya pearls last week? Did y'all see that? It was so much fun to bring Akoya pearls because they're really, really unique, and they're not just any old pearl. So we'll talk about those because I have one Akoya pearl piece today, and don't forget about that star ruby we're going to show you. Let's get to it. We've got a beautiful set of earrings, and this is a one only. 8548 will be coming up next, and call me if you'd like that for $4.99. And then here we go with our big time. Well, look at this. It is a trillion. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any trillion here other than this earring, and we took both stones we had, matched up to perfection, and thought, let's put them in a fabulous earring with a trillion cut Colombian emerald. You get 8548, which is 102 of trillion cuts, and you're getting diamonds around them, and it's 37 points in the yellow gold, and all you have to do is give us a call really quickly because those are some bold, bright, beautiful Colombian stones, and there's clarity. There is clarity. That's the big step up. I mean, color's one thing, but clarity is the trickiest aspect to get in an emerald. That's what you have here. So if you are ready, I'm ready. $24.99 right here. I mean, just to start, really right. I mean, that's the piece. It's a photograph of it at least. There's the 24. Don't they look prettier in real life, right? Photographs just can't do jewelry justice, especially when they're in black and white. So here we are with $24.99. Should be priced. Let's make it a really nice price drop for our very beginning of the show here. And if you want an emerald Colombian stone, they're tough to get all by themselves in just one. To get one like this that I'm going to show you here from a distance away, then we'll give you all that, you know, the measurement and, you know, a look at it on the ear. But how about that? If you want to wear it upright, certainly if that is more suited for, like, again, that point kind of down, if you want to go that way for your lobe, if that just looks better on you, you've got that flexibility from that centered post. But then we've got the measurement that will stand right here, and just again, we're talking, you know, stone, and we're talking diamond. So 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom, point to point there, and we're going to make it a really, really, really easy deal. If you would like them, call me because they're not $24.99. How about getting a $2,500 pair of earrings for a lot less? Take a look at them on here just to give you a quick little once over on what they look like just from a distance away, so you can see that really beautiful size that they bring and all of that gorgeous color that they're glowing with. And we'll get them out the door right now. Less than $24, less than even $2,000 one pair. I say let's just make it easy. $999 in your choice of gold color. If you like the Colombian emeralds in one really exotic shape. So not like it's exotic enough to get the trillion cuts matched up, but you've got that beautiful clarity and that amazing top origin, and those get 30 seconds also. And then we've got Paraiba. Who wants an affordable Paraiba? Everybody wants an affordable Paraiba. We've got everything that's going to run the gamut today from a 184 in that center stone size all the way on down. We can bring you a 69 pointer today as well, and that's going to be a round that is really spectacular. So we'll see that also. And then call me, because whatever requests you might have, we can bring those out. The rose ring is back. It's also a stackable. So if you're thinking, oh, good, I can skip shopping because I've got the rose ring. Well, have you seen how they look together if you pair up multiple colors of gold and when you stack them away? It is truly a ring you would never look at and think, oh, let's stack that. But then you see it stacked and you think, I gotta have it. I gotta try that. So we're gonna do all of that. But I do have a really important pink diamond. Shall we get to it? Let's get to the, I can't wait any longer. Tony, I made it 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes longer than I thought I could make it, as far as refraining from showing this to you, because it's such a big moment and it's such a big debut for us. We have a star ruby here. It is a Sri Lankan stone, which normally we would think, now the sapphire line between sapphires and rubies gets blurred sometimes, just depending on, it's more of just a subjective kind of reference on what color do you see more of. So we all know that a pink sapphire into a ruby can be a very, very fine line to walk. So whether you call it a sapphire, whether you call it a ruby, you're going to judge for yourself. I see more red in the stone, which is what is really, truly rare. It's easier to get a pink star sapphire. It's easier to get a blue star sapphire. What's really pretty, I hate to use the word common, but more common than anything with an asterism is a black star sapphire. That's going to be a lot easier and more affordable to get. But even that, think about what you've seen here on the show. We don't see a lot of star stones. We see a lot of stones that are stars, but we don't see a lot of actual asterism phenomenal gems, which is what this is. So you've got item number 8473. There is only one. So if you are an uber collector, like you want to really have something unique that is highly prized, highly valuable, out of Sri Lanka, which of course is a hub for sapphires and rubies, and you've got this red color and you have one of the most defined stars. This is the thing. If you are not familiar with the stone, I have to give a little admonition here. This is not what they usually look like. This is why Tony came out of the control room earlier, because I was looking at this on our preview monitor, and he had to take a look close up, because it's, number one, been so long since we've seen one, and number two, we both said it, is this not the most fabulous defined asterism you've ever seen? Because a lot of times they'll get very blurred, very muddled. They look a little bit almost like you're not even really seeing, is it a star or is it something else going on? This is perfectly defined. A star, by the way, if you're going, what's an asterism? What is that? It sounds cool, but what is that? That's, again, when you talk about phenomena gems, we usually talk about color change or play of color and opal. Asterism is a different type of phenomena that's actually created on a microscopic level. And you have to have kind of like all the stars aligned to create a star, because the rutile needles, they're microscopic within the stone, have to align at exactly the right degrees. And then when the light hits the stone, this creates the star, and it is really special. Naturally, keep in mind there are Lindy stars out there. They are faux, they are man-made. So it's a little tricky, and we'll tell you how to know the difference here when you see it, but you have to feast your eyes on this stone. It is so special that there's only one, and it's got that red color, and that is what we're talking about. Now, also, something to keep in mind is whenever there's a light source, you'll have a star created from every light source. Now, typically, if you're wearing it and you're at your office or you're at, your home, you'd probably have one light source. We have two lights on this stone. So you see there's almost like a replicate, a replication of the star. There's two, you see. Watch this. I'm going to block one of the lights for you. And by the way, it's a 138 stone, which we know if that were just a regular old ruby, how great a size that would be. But it's a 138 oval star ruby. It has 78 points in diamonds in that double halo. Keeping it classic here, because we really wanted to have something special for you that you'll love forever, that you'll enjoy forever. That is a perfect piece. But watch this. I'm going to go ahead and just use my hand here and block one of those lights. Do you see what happened there? Now there's only one star. Watch again. I'll release, I'll take my hand away, and you'll see two stars. One a little bit more faint than the other, because again, one star. So typically that's what you're going to see when you see it at home. Now watch this. If I can reach without blocking the other light, I'm going to block the other light there. And you see how now you're seeing that star on the right there, and it's a little more faint? So it's a long reach, so forgive me that you're seeing maybe a little bit, my hand can't quite cover the light. But do you see that? So again, when you see it at home, there's typically one star. So keep that in mind. But you see there, it's really kind of defined. Then you also have this great look that it moves. So when the light moves, meaning the stone moves, so the light moves, you get that star that's going to follow the light a bit. So it's not just stationary, like, you know, when we see striations in a piece, or we see like a little, you know, maybe in a picture jasper, you see a pattern, or if you see an opal pattern, those don't move. They're static in the stone. This is where it's got a little movement to it. So there's only one who likes it, because this is not going to last. And I'm glad you're on the phone lines early, because we can do any gold color you want. So if you prefer yellow gold, no problem. We'll try it on so you can see the size. 78 points in diamonds. That's a wonderful extra bonus, because it's really all about the star. And we were all remarking earlier how they got to be cabochons to see the star. But so many times the cutting is really wonky. It's weird. You'll see like weird, you know, gaps on the side or whatnot. You see that great clarity it has too. And even a little clarity to the star itself. And we only have this one, and there it is. Right there on the hand, where even from a distance away, you're still seeing that star, and see how it's moving. And you can also tell where the light is in relation to the stone, because you see now the star is a little bit towards the bottom of the stone. And then if I set it up here or down a little further, then the star is more in the center there. So again, just the movement of the way the light hits it, and those rutile needles are going to kind of move and reflect differently. So it's really, really special. And it's major diamond weight out of Sri Lanka, therefore it is Ceylon material, and you do have this amazing, I just got to do it one more time. I got to block one of these lights so you can really see it, just like you're going to see it at home, and you see that 6-rayed or 6-legged star. That's important, because remember, the differential is if you ever are out and about and you see a star that only has 5, that would be that faux, that Lindy material that, well, usually that's like a name for it. It's just a faux man-made stone. So how about we make this easy for you? Because obviously it should be a pricey piece. It's about as rare as it gets. It's still a ruby that's a big size. We're loving that. It's got the diamonds, but instead of your $59.99 price tag, I'm going to make this easy. Early bird special. You're here. You're ready. You're ready to see what's new on this What's New Wednesday. You're ready to take the collectible pieces, and we can go more than half off this one as well. I really want to get this at home. It is just truly remarkable to have a stone like this in our collection tonight, and not even ask for $3,000 or $29.99. Fair enough, it should go already, but how about an extra deal? Just making sure that my passion for this stone can be shared with a collector out there tonight, and the budget doesn't have to get in the way of that. It's not even 25 or 24 or 23. I mean, this just gets downright ridiculously affordable for what that is. And instead of 22 or 21 or 2,000, we're going to make sure it goes out the door for $1,999. And that is how you get a super, super rare natural star ruby in that bigger size with that double halo, in any gold you want, in any size you need. But this is rare. I say this all the time. We get rarity every day. Pink diamonds every day. Paraibas every day. Best tanzanite in the world every day. But to see something come along that we don't have, when we go back years and years and years and years of inventory every day coming in new, and we can't think of the last time we had a star stone like this, that is impressive. And yes, we've had a sapphire that's the blue variety. We've had the black star sapphires, but this is even another level up in rarity to get that beautiful red ruby. So it's 30 seconds, and one collector should have that very, very quickly at $1,999, because that is a real gem at a really big value, and that is just the ultimate level. And yet the coolest thing, because we've seen stars take over in, you know, celestial designs all over the, fantastic fine designer jewelry world, but to have the star come from within the stone, from a phenomenal aspect, just a really unique, really specialty, really rare. I mean, truly, the stars are aligning, but it's really the rutile needles that are aligning to create the star. So $19.99. Amazing. Let's get to our next item. We'll see who's got that one. And then we've got, okay, I've got a Paraiba. I got the big one. I got the smaller one. And I also have a new, I love this one. This is beautiful. Do you have this one, Jalen? I think so. Thank you. Let me know when you know who got it. And then let me show you kind of a medallion piece here that is something that's got my name written all over it. I'm sure my name's in the back somewhere, because it's just, I mean, if you love pink, we put in pink gold, pink mother of pearl. Is that a pink sapphire? Yeah. So you've got a real collector's piece that almost looks like it could be vintage. It's item number 8441. It's another new one here tonight. It's 18 karat, and that's a lot of 18 karat rose gold. Don't you think? When you look at that fully finished undergallery that it has, that's going to be your shield, and you see how that pink mother of pearl goes all the way through and has that amazing, well, you know, you're not even seeing the half of it. If the mother of pearl is able to give you all that rainbow tone from where it is in under these hot lights, you're looking at a really strong mother of pearl. It's rose gold in the 18K. It's a 63 point. Pink sapphire in the middle. That's the main event in the stones. But also, we have a carat weight on the mother of pearl, which is a bit unique. That's a 5 carat 71. On the mother of pearl. So you are getting that really, you saw there's the depth and the thickness. Of course, it doesn't need to be much more than a slice. This is not a stone that's gonna have this big oversized dome style to it. That's not how it works. But you have this beautiful trail in diamonds. It's finished all the way around with that halo in diamonds. You've got diamonds in the veil also. 44 points is your diamond weight. We love this one. It just is, it's got a little nod to the vintage only because the overall shape feels a little bit like a cameo. And yet all the pink tones, such a delicate feminine way to do pinks, but look at what the statement, the statement it makes is something special. So we have the one, and it almost looks like a floral on top of the mother of pearl. It just exudes femininity, and it's $34.99. But wait, we're moving jewelry out the door quickly here tonight, and then we've got an incredible pink diamond ring that you're going to see, so don't go anywhere if you like the pinks. We got more. But this is specialty one only. You know that, only in the rose gold, of course, the way it is. I want to show you that measurement on it because it's got some size. This is a, I mean, we wouldn't say it's overwhelming, like heavyweight, you know, need a special occasion to wear it, but it's definitely making a statement. At 1 1/4 inch, top to bottom length. I'll show it to you on the neckline as well, and it's not $34.99. Yes, Jalen? It was Janet. Wonderful. Where was Janet calling us from? I'm going to call her Janet, the star of the show, collector. She has got it. She's got the, and I don't have another one like it either. So I know that question's going to be coming in a lot, like, oh, could you get me another one? And unfortunately, that's going to be all we have. Congrats, Janet. Wonderful. Well, hello to you, and good luck to your Phillies if you're rooting for them. Okay, let's take a look here very quickly. Hi, Janet. Thank you again. Let's get this one a better price than $34.99. We got to do that. I've got, you know what? Just make it easy. First caller. This is it. Just make it under $2,000, but better yet, $19.99 is still too much. I love this rose gold. Look at that. All the way through and through the back. I mean, who was to say you couldn't reverse that if you wanted to? You certainly could. And it's going to be $1,299 instead. So if I can save you another $700, let's do it. Let's make everything affordable. We got all these one-of-a-kinds to get through. Better make them affordable if we're going to move them all out. That's the whole point. So then we've got, oh, my Aquia Pearls. I'm going to do that next. The Aquia Pearl, but it's with a, we did some birds last week. We had birds and parrots. I'm going to bring you, heads up guys, because I know we have a lot of dolphin lovers out there. It's a dolphin pendant in color with an Aquia. And if you ask me, makes a lot of sense to have a dolphin with an Aquia Pearl. Right? The diamond of the sea, the gem of the sea, something that comes from the depths of the ocean. We'll talk about it. It's next. This one is sold. Congratulations. And then here we go. Right on cue. Or is it not a dolphin? Why did I see a dolphin? I didn't notice the feathers. So it's a dolphin with feathers, and it's got also something on it. Hold on. There's something. I got it all off. So there was a little, it looked like an actual feather on the feather, which just gave me an idea. But this is going to be item number 8516. It's 18 karat gold. Doesn't it kind of look like a dolphin when you don't see the bottom because it's behind the tag? It's a 18 karat gold piece. We've got a little black rhodium and yellow gold here, but look at all the coloring. Look at the coloring you have from yellow sapphires to blues to pinks. Everything you see there in color is sapphire with the exception of the green. That's going to be Savarite. So it's our Savarite garnet sapphire combo, and it's a 7mm Aquia. Now, if you're not familiar with Aquias, because I have not had a lot of them through the years, and that is because this is not just your typical cultured pearl. And by the way, all the carat weight is 19 points on your color, and then no diamonds. It's just all fancy colored stones that are done in black rhodium, and your 18K, which I'll show you here, is all finished. So they did even put, there are carat weights in the back, so if you ever need to reference that, they actually etch that as part of the hallmark. And then you've got all that yellow gold, and it's really well done. Savarite, blue sapphires, pink sapphire, well, blue sapphire, and then pink sapphires and yellow sapphires at the feathers there at the base. That's all 19 points total, and we have one, and we're going to make it easy. $15.99 should be. Just giving you a lot of extra special opportunities here tonight as we roll through these one-of-a-kinds, and especially early when it's not even going to be $9.99. We're going a lot better than that. It's a $15.99 piece that went to $9.99 that I'm going to give you a special discount to make it $777. And with that black rhodium that's underneath the pave and the contrast, I really believe this. If you left everything like that tree branch that it's sitting on in yellow, it would be very hard to see the detail of that. It would be very hard to get a sense of all of the extra designer details that this designer wanted to include. But by having that black rhodium offsetting the yellow gold, you are looking at a great piece, and it's $777. And Aquia pearl, if you're not familiar, you're going, oh, it looks like a white pearl to me. I've seen cultured pearls all the time. Aquia pearls are different because they're very distinctive as far as their origin. They only come from these the key is cold waters. And the best for these cold temp waters are off the coast of Japan. They're also what really distinguishes them is, well, the end result is a lot of color and a lot of iridescence, but you also have, more importantly, the actual foundation of the pearl is a very heavy nacre. It takes literally a couple years to create a pearl like this. So it's not just your basic pearl. It's not like your cultured white pearls. It's very distinctive and different, and therefore it's got this really special glossy sheen to it that is all natural, of course. That's the deal with pearls, right? These are natural from the mollusk, but it's only just a specific mollusk that is found in that one place in the world, and it's $777. So we'll give that a final 30 seconds, and then we are going to rock on to our big, well, there's a Paraiba in a round that's going to make it very, very popular, I have a feeling, because there's something about mixing round cuts with neon stones that always works. And then we have bigger Paraiba if you're interested. I do have just a little mention. We have a very, very large Padparasha Sapphire that normally if I said very large Padparasha, what would you guess it is? Carat, carat and a half? And you'd be right. That's a large stone. Then sometimes you might think, well, I've seen maybe up to a 2 carat on TV, maybe a 3. We've done a couple of sapphires that have been 3. I won't say Padparashas, but there have been a few 3 carat Padparashas. This is not 3 carats. It's not 4 carats. It's not 5 carats. Ladies and gentlemen and collectors, 6556, interestingly enough, is a 556. The carat weight is in the item number, and I promise we don't plan that. So there's some good mojo with the piece. It's as simple as that. 6556 is the number. It has a cert from the AGL. You better believe it should. If you come across a sapphire that is this important, you better believe that we sent it to a lab before we created a piece of designer jewelry around it to give you this info. It's all the history. It's the backup behind your stone. The stone we know is beautiful. We know it's large. But to know every detail about it, including one very, very, very important word, unheated. So the biggest Padparasha we've ever had. And then it's unheated, untreated. And then, did you already notice? Specialty cut. Most big sapphires, or rubies for that matter, that we have are ovals. This is a specialty cut. Radiant. Everything except, oh wait, we added a carat 51 in diamonds to go with it. It was only going to be, and I'm not kidding you guys, $46,000. It came down to $23,999. It's all right there on that bag. I'm going to give you a really big discount if you like it. I know it's a little more specialty. I know it's really rare, but I had to show it to you early because collectors, we've already had collectors pieces go from the pink mother of pearl to the fancy emerald earrings and the fancy cuts to that really important star ruby. Now it's all about the Padparasha. Take a look at this one. I mean, just undeniable rarity. And here's what that cert looks like because yes, the cert's going to detail everything for you, including, this is an AGL cert, as you see up here, that is the Antwerp Gem Lab. And it also has, well, about last year at this time, it was being certified. And then you have a peach sapphire, which peach really is kind of, again, pink and orange together. And that is Padparasha. And then it's in all this lamination. You have your photo, 556. It's basically an 8 by 10 and a half, octagonal mixed, which is a radiant peach color and no indications of thermal treatment. The other side is going to have your gemological signatures and all the information on the AGL. So that comes with it. That's on the stone. We've added the 151 in diamonds and it is breathtaking. And I'm not kidding you about that $23,999. That is truly what it is and what it should be. But we have got a special, and I know we haven't seen a lot of these. I was inspired. I was talking a lot about sapphires yesterday and talking about some of, dealing with some of the world's most important sapphires, and really, really important things are happening in the sapphire world. It's always been one of the stones to own, but just getting sizes like this, it's not easy. The sapphire world does not automatically come in big sizes, and we always struggle with Padparashas overall, even when they're smaller or larger. You struggle with getting a 50-50 split. Ideally, you want it to be not pink, not orange. when the two colors truly come together and blend and mix, you should get a not pink, not orange color. You should really get a completely new color, because if you put a pink sapphire next to it, and that's how you always know, if you were to put a pink sapphire right on next to it, it should look vastly different. Conversely, if you were to put an orange sapphire right next to it, it should look vastly different. I think we can imagine that. And forgive me, I don't have a pink sapphire and an orange sapphire in inventory to show you next to it, but you know what those look like. You know those distinctive, really classic colors, and you could imagine if I had a pink sapphire or an orange sapphire, how different it would look from this stone. And that really is what we look for, because the truth is a lot of Padparashas are deemed such, but they're really pink sapphires with a very, very small bit of orange. And then also there are orange sapphires with a really, really small little bit of pink, and they're called Padparashas. And technically that may be correct. That may be valid, that may be truthful, that may be accurate, but what you want is that stone right there, that color, that saturation, not too hot, not too light, just really beautiful. And let's take a look at what this mounting with a carat 51 in diamonds around it looks like on. We are ready to move it. We're ready to get it at home. That is about as exquisite as a sapphire gets, from size to color to cut to clarity to all of that. And then of course, let's not forget the fact that it's unheated right there. That's super, super, super important. So our price tonight is nowhere near $24,000. Come on in, only in the white gold, unless you want to change it. Actually, we did a little rose gold. Did you notice that setting in the rose gold there? There's a little rose gold there. So you've got really the prongs that just genius. They're disappearing. You just see the stone. The prongs are a perfect real match, so you don't actually see the gold that's setting that stone. It's like it's floating there among those white diamonds, and we're going to make it a better value than $24,000, than $20,000, than $15,000, and better yet, it's not even going to be. And how do we do this on a sapphire this size? It's not easy. And this is one that truthfully, it's not actually new. It's been in a vault for some time. It just doesn't come out to play very often because we don't usually bring you pieces that are $24,000. We like to give you a better value, which is sometimes, again, it's not possible. Because when you have stones this size and this rarity, that's not possible. We're not making it $15,000, $14,000, $13,000. This is for my collectors, and for any collectors out there, especially if you really delve into that sapphire ruby world that is corundum, you know what a value this is. Because this just doesn't happen. It's not 13, it's not 12, and it's not 11. It's not even $10,000. It's a value. It's $9,999. Brought it out tonight just to make sure that a collector has this for the rest of time, and to give you a discount. And the reason it's been stuck in a vault, because $24,000 was as low as we can go. It starts at 46. So by taking it to 24, that's already a value, but we know that's not always what everyone's looking for. So this is the way to get it out the door tonight and give you that great, great value. So coming up, we'll get to that Paraiba I was telling you about, the round. And then we also have this colossal pink diamond. And maybe, you know what? Maybe you'll like this one. Really following this, because it kind of makes sense if you're looking for a bigger ring, but maybe you're looking to go even, could it be possible that even something even more rare in nature, like a pink diamond like this, which actually has a lot of a lavender, it's like a bright lavender. And notice how that camera with that big, big stone that was just up there, I can't even move it in, because this ring is even larger, yet it's housing a 12-point pink diamond. It's really a pinky lavender. It's got a very sharp color to it. 7757 is the item number, and we're looking at more 18 karat gold. Love that. So we've got 18 karat gold here again, and there's a 12-point center, but I say this a lot, pink diamonds are not gonna be big sizes very often, and if you're a big ring lover and you're a big ring gal, you might have to have your pink diamond as the centerpiece and then build, 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 build from there. And that's what this ring is all about. How about 2 rows of pink diamonds around your pink diamond center? That means the pink diamond weight is 30 points. Then you get another 2 more rows of white diamonds, and then continuing down the sides, 2 more rows there, 1 on each side. And that's all total 84 points in diamonds. So that's your white diamonds, then add your pink diamonds, then add your center stone, which is the 12-pointer, and consider it's all in 18 karat solid rose and white. And there is one chance to pick it up, and it was $49.99 last time we all saw it on the air. It is not a small ring. Check this out on the hand so you can really see what it's about, because this is a mighty fine way. If just, again, the pink diamonds we all know, we can have 1 carats for you. We bring them to you. But they're, you know, sometimes paying $65,000 or paying $38,000 can be a little more than everybody's looking for. Yet, typically that's what you got to do to get a bigger size. What about this genius way of still giving you a big size? Don't get me wrong, still good size pink diamond, but adding so many more halos around it, giving you an overall larger ring. It's not $49, it's not $39. This one is set to go tonight. It's as simple as we can make it. It's not even $39 or $29 or even $19.99. If we want to see pink diamonds fly, this is the way to do it right now, because it's not even $1,999. If we just took every single diamond out and had this much 18 karat gold from side to side in a ring, that alone would be more than where I've got that price situated. It's not even $1,999, and yet the double halos make that center stone look even larger. That's just an illusion. That's what it does. So it's a good size pink diamond. It's got a lot of that sharp purple color, but it also then continues the rose gold and the pink diamonds 2 halos worth, and it's not $1,999 and it's not $1,899. This is time for this one to go, and there just come values here that just are so obvious, so simple, so striking, so really, really well known, because you all know jewelry. That's the thing. We got a lot of people that know because they've been in the industry, they've been in the collector's world, they've been shopping or just observing. I mean, you can really be an incredible jewelry observer and really know what you're looking for and what is the difference between quality and maybe not so much. And you know what the rarity is all about. And you know what that amount of 18 karat gold, we're not even doing $1,899. It's $1,888. Very first caller. There's only one, obviously. And look at the size of that ring. It's an important style. So one only there. Give us a call if you'd like it. That is going to get 30 seconds as well. So many one onlys. And then we have a band style. A great way to get you a band style in pink and white diamonds as well. Don't forget about that Kunzite we started the show with. That was $4.99. Still have that one for you, and a lot more. But again, we'll let the hits keep on coming, because we do also have a Paraiba that is going to just light up this set, and that is saying something, because we're well lit here to show off those diamonds. Wait till you see the way this stone is going to show off in a round Paraiba. Get ready, because it's coming. And then we also have that flower ring top of the hour, and then I've got a quick black diamond deal that I've been raving about to you. I'm going to show that here on the early side, because that is limited as well. So big time stone, great value coming your way. Just let me know if you want that pink diamond for $1,888. That's such a good value when you've got all that 18K. And just one more thing, it's finished on the inside too. So you're getting a lot of great gold weight, but not a heavy, uncomfortable ring, despite the fact it's such a big size. Here's the round. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, because this is not going to last. Period, done. That's going to be gone. It's just too pretty. And here's one of those rare stones where please don't judge it like you do everything else, because Paraibas, we know this. Remember, we had Brazilian stones in the last couple of weeks that were 15 and 12 and 10 and 20 point stones, and they were $4,000 every one of them was. Paraiba is not judged on the same per carat level like everything else is, because it's rare, but also there weren't these huge colossal sizes of rough, so you don't end up with big faceted stones, because remember, when the rough starts, you're actually starting with more than when you facet it, you whittle away a lot of that rough. That's just a part of the gemstone cutting process. So the reality is we always have to imagine what gemstone miners and also lapidaries go through, because you know, with a rare stone like this, they are obviously urged to retain as much weight as possible, but then that artistic right side of the brain, you know, creative side comes out, and they want to make for the most beautiful cut as well, because you can't ruin a gem that's really, really rare by miscutting it or not showing it off to its best ability. So it really is that struggle of when you still end up with a stone like this, because think of it, have you seen a 2 carat and round? We've had 2 carat stones. I have a 184 tonight, but they're ovals. There is something special and exceedingly rare about getting a Paraiba stone that is cut to the round like this one is. Then, of course, that whole theme is reinforced by giving you the round double halo that has all around it. We have one. Take a look. We're going to make it affordable. I promise. It's 8541. It's a stunning Paraiba, and it's a 69 pointer. So we can't, again, and again, so many people think, well, I'm going to get the 2 carat, and then they realize, oh, those are about 10 grand at TVON. Here's our 69 pointer, and it's got a full carat of weight in diamonds around it. Those are all individually larger stones as well, so they're important too. And then you have this really stunning look on the hand, which gives you that, anytime I see a big kind of round creation in a ring, I always think of like a medallion style, right? A big, beautiful, look at me right here, gets your attention, kind of draws everybody's eye in. And then, of course, there's that color that's the ultra neon that is Paraiba when you get a good stone. It's right here. It's one only. And one more thing. When we go back up close, take a look and see if you can spy an inclusion, because this stone is usually riddled with them. This one is not. Clean, bright, and spectacular. You know what most people would assume? unless they know Paraibas really well, they're going to assume that is some kind of blue-green, neon, bright, vibrant diamond, when in fact, rarer than that. It's not even going to be $49.99. It's time. We have a lot of Paraibas that are going to be, thank you, that perfect mix and match of great color, great clarity, and unique cutting. But to bring it down affordable, and more so than $49.99, get ready, because it's not going to be $49, $39, $29. Oh no, this is our most affordable Paraiba here. And the truth is, this is what they usually look like. And I'm actually going to show you a ring that we have. And I want you to see the difference, because I think we get really, really accustomed to seeing bright clarity. And this is a ring that is not from somewhere else. It's a TVON ring. It's a ring I'm supposed to show you tonight. But do you see the difference there? And the truth is, most Paraibas look like that. And it's giving you bright, it's giving you glow. But do you see the difference? Because obviously we're really up close. If there's an inclusion to be seen, you're going to see it on camera. But do you see that? That's a good stone. It's a rare stone still, but it doesn't give you what this stone does. And there's the difference. And I know we get really accustomed to seeing only the very, very tippy top best, but the truth is most of them have visible inclusions. And that doesn't impede the glow. It's still glowing. We want to get this home. Better yet, not even $29.99. Let's make a rare exception to the rule here, just to make sure that that lover of Paraiba, maybe if you've been really, really wanting this stone, it's been on your wish list, but you're going, I can't do $8,888. Here's the way you get exquisite quality. Don't have to pay the price at $29. Get ready. I'll go even lower. We got a lot of people thinking about it already. Make it even better than $25 or $24. And we do have a request coming up, but it's not even $23 or $22. I mean, this is just how you make it happen. And Paraiba should never, let's be honest, they should never go this low. You know that. I was talking to a dealer the other day, Paraiba dealer, known her for literally, it's her family that actually was responsible for delegating who got Brazilian Paraibas back in the day. And you know what? Nobody's selling them right now. What's out there is out there. Take them while you can get them. You know what? Blow it out. Not even $22, $21, $2,000. This is a deal and a half. I'll make it $19.99. First caller on that Paraiba round. And then the yellow diamond band is coming out to play. And is it ever a good one? 7360 will be next. It's by request. We'll bring that out for you. And again, what usually looks like this, right there, is looking like that. The clarity is, I won't say perfect. We don't like to use that word with the natural gem world, but let's come in even closer. See if you can find an inclusion in that stone. It's that beautiful cutting. It's a powerful look. There's very few stones out there that actually give you that color, and that one is happening from Mother Nature, and it is a really, really, really rare, and it's only one at $19.99. I'm going to give that a final 30 seconds, then we'll move on to this band. It's a men's or ladies classic band. We've got a yellow diamond sitting right up top, so that's going to be coming your way. Plus, we have that rose ring, just about 18 minutes, and if you're racking your memory thinking, rose ring, rose ring, rose ring. It's been a while. And it was a one and done, so popular, completely sold out. It has taken us this long to make a few more for you tonight. And they're even at a reduced price because I thought for those of you that already have it, may want to create the stacking effect, which will show you how cool that looks because we got all the colors. So because roses come in more than one color. So I would bet, yeah, it would be best to show you the white, the yellow, and the rose. So let me know if you like the Paraiba. And then this is our request here. This is a good one. This is a really cool ring because it's a band that alone, if that was just a band in a store, that's like $3,400 right now. Kid you not, go check it out. I'm not making up numbers. I mean, I can give you a million examples of bands like that are plain, not with the yellow diamond, just plain gold 2mm bands that are like $3,400, $3,800, $3,900. We're going to throw in a 55-point yellow diamond that is a natural, fancy, oval, brilliant cut. But the beauty of this is let's face it, most of the time we see yellow diamonds here on the show. They're what? They're either 1 carat, 1.5, or 2. They're done up with 1,000,001 white diamonds. They're very, halo, double halo, bridal styles. Maybe you want that real classic way. Or we're seeing this return now. I mean, obviously for the last couple of years, there's been almost a return to minimalism, and we're seeing that really take over the jewelry world. And a lot of what you're seeing big designers do now is a return to basics, a return to true classics. And it's almost like the classics are now really cool. Instead of being like, oh, that's a classic, everyone's seen it, it's boring. It's like the cool thing to wear now is a classic band much like this. One of the biggest celebrities and superstars in the world got married like 4 times in this past year, and she is not usually wearing the rare green diamond. She's usually wearing a band that looks just like this. So maybe it's going to be an alternative for that bigger diamond piece that you like to wear. Maybe it's a pinky ring. Maybe it's going to be, something simple you wear on the index finger. That's the beauty of it. It's versatile to wear anywhere. It's men's, ladies, any age. I mean, you could wear it if you're a younger gal, a younger guy, or you could wear it if you're more mature and you got the huge jewelry collection already at your disposal. This is something you can add, because who else has yellow diamonds that are fancies, that are brilliant cuts and ovals and over a half carat? Notice that it actually went up and over that half carat range, which is nice too. Take a look. It's only in the yellow gold on this one. Yes. Oh, okay. See them again, contrasted side by side. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Who was it? Lynn. Hi, Lynn. I've heard that name a lot lately. Hi, Lynn. She just wanted to see the inside of this ring. Okay. There you go. And maybe Lynn is understanding as well. Does she think I put some wax paper behind it or something to make it look loudy or something like that? It's just, again, we often say this. If you can, and you ever need a better look at a gemstone when it comes to clarity, Len, you probably heard me preach this. Look at the inside of a stone. Because a lot of times, again, good faceting, good lapidaries, they'll be able to hide inclusions with the facets. Facets are almost like they can be a distraction from inclusions, right? So a lot of times when you look at it through the inside, you're going to see a little bit more than you would see from the front. I think that's the case here too, where you can see some of those natural needles. Now don't get me wrong, there are some collectors out there, I've dealt with a lot of them over the years, that like some natural needles in their stones. Sometimes they're actually prominent needles. They can be red or purple needles or brownish in color needles. That's the copper needles in the stone. That's kind of common. And some people like to have those, but that's that more included stone that just is a little bit more of a standard when it comes to Paraiba. And then our super clean round is here. So Lynn, I hope that helps you out, or maybe she's just curious about that mounting. But again, we return to a diamond band that has a 55-point VS natural yellow diamond in the middle. East-west set, solid gold. That's a VS stone. And I don't know who requested it, but it's here. And I'm glad it is, because this is one of those values that nowhere else, and I know we get sick of hearing about value because we bring them every day. And you guys are like, yeah, no, I'm here for a reason. And we appreciate that, because you could spend $8,500 on that ring and be getting a deal. And somebody like myself would be screaming at you going, it's $8,500, that's a great deal. Get it, buy it, just do it. Well, we do better than that. Yes. This is for Sharon. Oh, wonderful. Hi, Sharon. Okay, so Sharon asked for the yellow diamond, but you know what, Antonia, I got good news, because everyone else around the world right now just went, oh, my name's not Sharon, so I can't get it. Actually, I have 3 rings. They're all yellow gold. There's no choice to make on the gold. It's yellow gold only on this band. So if your name is Sharon, or if your name is anything else, Bob, if your name is Sally, if your name is Barbara, if your name is Linda, you can buy it too, because we have 3. So maybe not Barb and Sally, but 3 people will get this ring, and that's what we have. No more 55 pointers to make. I can't even make it at a later date for you, because what we have in yellow diamonds is so scarce. It is not 85, 75, 65, 55, 45, 35, 25, 15. The band of gold should be more. It tapers slightly, but anybody can wear this. It does have our logo on the inside embossed. That's the only thing on the inside besides the hallmark, of course, which says 14K. Solid all the way through. If you're new to our show, it's all we do is solid golds and platinums. We do gold color changes when we can. This one we can't. They're made up and ready to go. The yellow diamond is even more prominent in color than the yellow gold, which I think should be a giveaway as to how strong a quality that yellow diamond is the fact that that stone has a brighter, more saturated color than the 14 karat gold it's sitting in, and it's not $1,500, $1,400, or $1,300. This is a half carat plus. East to west set, yellow diamond, and for reference, is it a teeny tiny little microscopic dental floss band? No, it is not. And it's also made for stacking. Do you know if I handed out 3 rings right now? Let's pretend. Let's play make-believe and pretend I had 20 rings. And if I handed them out to 20 different people, individuals of different genders and different age and different styles and different whatever, everybody would wear it differently. I really believe that. And that to me is the mark of a good ring. I think everybody would wear it also very lovingly. I think people would enjoy wearing it, and they'd all wear it differently. Some people might wear it all on its own as a wedding band on a left ring finger. Maybe you're going to wear it as a pinky ring. Maybe you're going to stack up another band or two with it. Do what you wish. Play with it, but it's not $13, $12, $11, or $10 or $1,000. It's not even going to be. This is so crazy. What is with the 55-point yellow brilliant cut? And it's $9.99 instead. So you got a great value to pick it up, and there are gold bands that are so much more just for the gold band by itself. We're bringing to you a big-time yellow diamond in that fancy color, in that fancy cut, and we're going to give it 60 seconds because we do have 3 available. So you got a great chance to pick it up right now and enjoy. And then you could always, if you wanted to spin it around, you could, and just have a plain gold band. There's nothing wrong with that. Diamonds can take it. Diamonds are durable. So even if you wanted to have almost a reversible effect, you can. Only yellow gold though. So once those 3 are gone, and it looks like one gone already. So 1 is spoken for. 2 left right now. Solid through the inside, finished through the inside, but it's under $1,000 to get a gold band. But it's got a big 55-point natural fancy yellow diamond in the middle. And that's a mix of, it's got that great border, so it's beautifully set, but also pronged. So it's like a dual setting to make sure it's extra secure, because it's a big stone, in a fancy color. And Jess, you've got the second one? So we have 1 left. That would be it. 1 left, 15 seconds, should be perfect timing there. And enjoy. Hopefully we answered Lynn's questions on that Paraiba. I hope. If I'm probably not going to sell it, to be honest with you. If you're curious, I've got a price tag on it, but I'd rather get the round, to be honest, to get the round that's clean. I think that's a better way to go. So our yellow gold, yellow diamond band, 1 left. Let's keep moving. Top of the hour is 10 minutes away. Don't forget our top of the hour is the rose ring. It's back. We're going to bring you a very special, let's just bring out a black diamond, but we're going to upgrade the size of it. We're going to go, first of all, I might start with it on the hand, Tony, on this one, because it's so classic. It's so unique. There's certain rings that I look at, and I see a lot of jewelry every day of my life. I'm around a lot of jewelry, and I got to tell you, I know it's a hard life, right? It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. There are certain pieces that just read high-end. And I know this is not a unique concept, but because of the diamonds we used, the quality, this is the number one thing, the quality of this black diamond is so pristine in its luster. It's so, I can't say clean. Somebody's going to ask me, well, what's the clarity grading? There's no clarity grading on a black diamond because they are opaque. You can't see through it. That's the point. But it's a very, very distinctive, obviously the color's recognizable. It goes with everything, but it's the way this is set. We've given it very large white diamonds around it. The item number on this one I will provide, but I'm going to put it on the wheel here. It's actually 7510, it looks like, and this is any gold you need. It's a very large stone, but I just want you to see, I think for me what it is, a big part of why this looks the way it does and so high-end is that, yes, the diamond's large. So big diamonds usually equate to a lot of money. It's a 3-carat 60. 360. The 360. Makes sense. Circle, 360, right? 360. Also one of my favorite cars. 360s. But this also has 64 points in white diamonds that happen to be larger round brilliance, but for me it's that slightly squared off, but those notch corners of the white diamond halo. That to me would look a lot more if it was just, I know I'm splitting hairs here, but envision it. If it was just a round diamond halo, little diamonds right around the stone in that perfect circular style, that to me I think is the difference maker. 64 points, but that squared off style with the notches, almost like you would see in an Asher or an emerald cut in the corners. The diamonds are also, this is again, these are those little style points that make it look so expensive. When you also carry on the same diamond size, the bigger sizes on the sides, as you have around the halo, that is important as well. So the bigger diamonds still on, sometimes they, you know how we'll get a little sometimes smaller on the sides, and they'll be there's diamonds, but they're accents. This is carrying through that bigger size diamond all the way around and down the shoulders of the ring. I really want to make a miracle happen here on a 360 plus 64, that's 424 total weight, and we are ready to make sure it disappears in any gold you want, white, yellow, or rose. I do love rose gold with black diamonds. I think you will too. They are spectacular. I think if we ever saw them along the show, you'd go, I want black diamonds and rose gold every day, every single day. And you know, We can do it for you here. We can do the white, which gives you the contrast. We can do the yellow, which gives it a lot of great color. We can do the white gold here. We can do the rose gold, which just adds such a pretty mix. And you know what we're going to do? I've got a $7,400 price tag. Yeah, that's not going to fit in line with what I've been doing for 53 minutes here. So instead, let's do something wild. I'm going to put it on the auction block. We're going to start, well, $3,500 is too much for our first hour. $2,500 is too much. $2,000 too much. Now $1,500. I'm liking $1,500. I could foresee that being really exciting, but I don't want to start there either. And I'm not going to start at 14, 13, 12, 11. We're going to start at $1,000. And let's remember, it's 424 total weight in diamonds. And for whoever asked for the carat 17 princess cut band, it's coming up right after this. I remember that. That was from Sunday. Yes, we've got that princess cut band coming out. So we'll find out who that's for, and we'll give it 60 seconds to get this one started. And you know what, Tony? Be prepared. If we have the open at 1,000, we'll do a $25 increment. How does that sound? Make it easy, easy. So that as many people, if you miss the boat on the open, you can still come on in, and it won't cost you a lot extra to do it. So a great way to get a bigger black diamond and really specialty, because again, hot, hot, hot as can be. One of our more popular looks right now we're seeing throughout the jewelry world, high-end couture, you name it. But really, really important to see that stone do what it does. And you can see there, it's got that beautiful, you can see how it's thicker too. You're going to see a lot of profile from your diamond. I'm going to polish it up. I have my fingerprint. That's the bad thing about trying it on first. And then I'll go ahead and try it on again. I'll polish it up for you. But that's just cool. And you know, you could stack around it too. I mean, it's a classic style, no doubt about it. There's a classic nature about it, but those details that I think we kind of walked you through, those details that really separate it and just make it look important, expensive, well made, all the things. Big diamonds too. We didn't use just an accent, 64 points, almost 2/3 of a carat in your white diamonds that are, let's say, your additional, your extras, right? Because the main event's the 360, no doubt. Let's see if we have an open. Otherwise, we'll get right to that princess cut band request for whomever that was. Do we have the open? Oh, good. We've got the open at $1,000. Wonderful. And we have one bidder. Welcome in. Just one bidder. Just one. 424. Now, last time I had a 4-carat band here. And it was a band of a lot of little stones. And there was I want to say it was 405 in diamonds, 402 or 405. Those numbers are sticking. That band was over $6,000. And that was that was white diamonds, and there was a lot of little ones. Here's where we get a 360 in the middle. Yes. You know what I'm going to do? I got 4 minutes till the top of the hour. The clock is not my friend tonight. We have a lot to show you. We have one open, one bidder, $1,000. I'm going to give it a 2-minute clock because I still have a request to show you before our rose ring gets here at the top of the hour. So what I'll do is this. We'll make it speedy. Speedy 360. 360 is the car version, is speedy. So here's what I'm going to do. We're not even waiting until the top of the hour, which is 3 minutes. We're going to give it 2 and sell it. If you're not on the phone lines and you're thinking, hold up, that's a value, you are correct. And if you want to get in, it's phone call time. $25 increments only. Hopefully that makes it easy. They don't get much smaller than that. And we'll give it 2 minutes and then we'll sell it. That'll be it. Any gold you want, any size you want, getting it to your doorstep from here to you for free. And that's what it looks like. One more time, and then a request here before top of the hour gets here for that band. A lot of band rings coming out. And this is 424 total weight in diamonds, and yet we're at $1,000 with a final minute and 50 seconds now remaining. And that's to make the phone call. And we're very, again, cut and dry about that because we want to make sure that it's, fair for everybody watching across the country and beyond. You might be watching in different parts of the country, but we know that when that clock hits 00, only the people that are on the phone lines at that time are eligible to put a bid in. So this is your chance to pick it up and save doing it. We're looking for $1,025 to keep it, trucking here. We want to make sure that we do because I'm not sure if selling it at 1,000 is, these first hour auctions are risky. And I know that, but here we are and don't have a choice now. There's no going back. We got to live with the first hour, as much as I made it the very last point of the first hour, it still probably wasn't the best idea. So here we are with a minute left now to get you in. So it's last call time. And then we're going to congratulate our winner. We've got a quick band to show you. Flower ring at the top of the hour. Lots to get to tonight. The most beautiful amethyst ring. Tanzanites are here, of course. Got a really special, don't forget about that 556 Padparasha we brought you earlier. The 556 ring. Very important piece there. And so much more to get to. All right. Hi, Mary. I just got your message. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Mary in Florida. Thank you. My goodness. You have been a godsend to me in the last couple of days. So, Mary, thank you. All right. $1,000, 25 seconds. Anybody else? Nope. All right. Checking. Jalen, on this one? Thinking about it? Anybody? Verifying? Let's see. We got 14 seconds to make it official here, and then we're on to our band. On to the band. Should I say strike up the band? Oh, if only we had a band, an orchestra. I know. Tony's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm not paying for sound effects. Not even fake sound effects? A little something? A little da-dun-tsh, nothing? What do they call that? There's a name for it. I know the instrument, the cymbal, right? But it's da-dun-tsh. That must have a name. Okay. Do we have 1025? Da-dun-tsh. All right. Let's see. Checking it out. You got it? Sold. Congratulations. I don't know who this band is for, but this is the band I had. One of three that I had on Sunday in our designer diamonds. Remember that designer wheel that I mean, if you weren't with me, well, good news. We're going to recap this one. And it's 3849. And that is again, I think this is like the yellow diamond ring that we had in the band where we're talking anybody can wear it anywhere on the hand. This is unisex styling. Once again, could be a wedding band. Could be a band you put next to something else. Could be a pinky ring. All those things. This one's a bit wider than our yellow diamond band, but it's got a carat 17 in diamonds, and that's a big reason why. You've got these bigger princess cuts that are channel set right down the middle. So that's attributing, and then we really gave it a nice bit of that mirror finished, I'm not going to call it an edge. I mean, it's not even a border. It's like three bands stacked together. I mean, it really is the size of three rings. In a traditional band world, you'd normally see three bands making up the size of this one. And then you have those really elite, they are princess cuts. That means they're still VS. It just means they're giving you sparkle and brilliance of a round, but in a square cut. And you can really have fun when you get square cut diamonds like this, whether you want to call them princess cuts or if you're a guy and you're going, should a guy wear a princess cut? I mean, again, we don't talk about we don't talk in gender terms anymore, but if you want, you can call them quadrillions. That's an acceptable name as well. You can call them quadrillion diamonds. So whatever you want to do, the cool part is they're square. So you can do funky things like set them side by side with no prongs in between them. It's like a magic trick. You don't even need a prong to set your diamonds, but they're all secure and they're all set without any gaps, without any, something between them like gold or borders or prongs. Yeah. Of course, we'll show you all 360 of it. Oh no, the 360 is sold, but 360 as in degrees all the way around. I do want to show you the way this is finished. So there is you can see underneath, they've got a little bar of gold between every stone. That's what's internally helping to, again, fortify that setting. But then you also have this depth of gold. You have this, this is a really cool ring. Just a slight tapering. You don't need to size up, but notice how we didn't go down to nothing in the back. Sometimes a ring will go like from bigger to way in to a little tiny stone or a little tiny band. This has got some great width all the way around. This is most important probably though for a size perspective. Anything can look big on TV. You ever do that? You ever get fooled by something you buy on TV? I mean, it can be like a flower pot. And you're like, what? I thought it was huge, and I get it. And it's like a little itty bitty. So always good to see them on the hand too. That really gives you a nice idea. like I've ever bought a flower pot. Ever in my life, anywhere? No, a gardener I am not. But I will tell you now, yeah. So they don't want to see it anymore? They don't even want to stick around for the price tag. Well, our requester bailed, so it's up for grabs for anybody who wants it. And I'm glad we could show it again because I know it was very popular on Sunday. But if you missed it, it's $11.99 to get that piece home to you. So what was our requester looking for? Something wider or smaller? So, you mean... for a comfort reason or for something else? Yeah, you won't have that issue with a band, guys. So just for anybody, because bands, we have a specific reason things are made this way. And I know some of the more narrow bands you might see with like literally solid. With diamonds, it's pretty important here with the setting. That's what we talked about earlier, that setting style. Yeah, they're not always made that way. So again, but for a comfort, if that's what you're concerned about, it's not going to be that, we typically need to see undergalleries with are those really wide dome styles, something that sits up off the hand that can be uncomfortable as you wear them for long periods of time when they're not sitting on the hand. The band, the nature of the band is that it's sitting close to the hand. That's kind of built into the band styling. And when bands, whether they're wider or more narrow, there's not really a comfort issue. It wouldn't feel any different as someone who tries on a couple of hundred rings a day, and I've been doing so for 21 years. Let me just tell you, just from someone who wears jewelry as well in my own life, and a lot of it, I gotta say, there's really not gonna be a difference in the feeling. So if it's just a matter of you just don't want to clean diamonds from the backside, that's another thing. But I gotta say, if it's any concerns with comfort, this is how bands like this have to be built, and it won't feel any different whether there's like a design or like, again, just that kind of finishing on the inside. So it's a band style. Band styles don't usually have much of anything else going on. It's just not the way they're constructed because there's not that concern of comfort. So keep that in mind. So that one's available at $11.99. Top of the hour has already come and gone. I spent 4 minutes on that request, but again, so if you like that one and missed it, we've got to talk top of the hour. Welcome to our show. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Wednesday. I'm Lauren Blair. This is a live show from Los Angeles. Glad to be with you guys tonight. And we've got something special for you that is, I must admit, something some of you will own. So my apologies if you're going, seen it, aren't. But the thing is this, you might own it, you might love it, and I'm gonna show you some cool things you can do with this because I've been an advocate of this style from the beginning as a stackable, which just gives you more kind of permission to play with it and have some fun if you're inclined. If you have it and love it, we'd love to hear from you and hear what you think of it because it was a bestseller way back when. I can't even remember now how long it's been. It's been a while. And it's a very complex ring to make. Now, floral rings are everywhere. Big designers do them all the time. We've got the look here and we've made a couple. So this isn't something where you're waiting because we know how complicated it is to create. So we wanted to make sure that we make them and have them available for you in all the gold colors and ready to go because otherwise it takes some time and you're about to see why. This is that perfect petal pave. It is, if you will, heavy petal because it's a 101 diamond weight. So you've got a lot of gold weight, yes, because you have layers and layers and layers of this very true to life floral design, but it's also covered in diamonds. And I'm not talking about like just doing it where you can see. I'm talking about really going all the way in to the very inside of every petal. So it's so dimensional. Did you have a question? Which one? Oh, the slightly included one? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't present an emerald cut Paraiba, so I just want to make sure you got it right for Lynn. She got which one? I only presented a round. Did you want to get that cushion cut? You mean that we had flashed? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 2720. Oh, okay. You guys are so magical these days. See, it's true what they say. I don't need to be here because you guys know the item numbers and everything already. So Lynn took that 133 cushion cut. All right, thank you. It was a cushion cut, by the way. Just also so she knows, it's not an emerald cut. So Lynn, just to be aware, because I know I didn't present it, it's a cushion cut and not an emerald cut. So yeah, but it's 133 and it's 82 points in diamonds. All right, so thank you, Lynn. And here we go with the pave flower. Now I'm gonna show you the yellow gold and the rose gold as well. You can see my confusion there. I'm going emerald cut. I know it's been an hour and 6 minutes. Usually I remember everything in an hour, but I was like, I know I had a round. And the round, by the way, is still here if you want the round Paraiba. And the cushion cut is gone. And now we have the yellow and the rose and the white. So we don't always have all three to show you, but they're right here, just so you can see, because there are a couple distinctive, I think, differences here. And then when you see them all in the hand, I think you're gonna see even more so what I'm talking about. Obviously, white on white, we know what white diamonds look like in white gold. But look at where we have the yellow. The yellow gold primarily you're only gonna see in the band. The pave is still so precise and so consistent all the way that you've got really that look of two-tone, because even though this pave is done in a yellow gold petal technically, it still looks very white. Now, if you want to see more of your metal, I think the rose in the rose gold, or the rose gold in the rose ring, is giving you a lot of the metal. You see a lot more of that. And this is pave. So done really to perfection here. It's 4525 is the number, and then I'll scooch them over to accommodate for those graphics. But just to get you started on what they look like in different colors, because if you don't see them, I think it's hard to imagine when you have pave sometimes of what they're all going to look like. But you would never look at that and think, wait, did she say, is this the one she's talking about stacking? You can do it and beautifully, and I'm going to show it to you. So if you already have one and maybe you want to add, whether it's just creating a little bouquet on your hand, or if you want to mix and match the colors, you can do that. And it works really, really well, actually. So I'll show you. But this is 101 in VS Diamonds. So again, a lot of diamond weight stacked onto this floral. And I know we understand that floral rings, especially in the designer world, can be very oversized, they can be really large, and then they can be very petite. This to me feels like a just right size. I mean, you know, to quote Goldilocks, it feels very just right. This is what one looks like on the hand, so you can see that. And by the way, one more thing, it's a little asymmetric. Do you see how this little petal comes to a point? That can either, you can choose to have that be the top or the bottom of your ring, but this is a little different side than this side. This side has very distinct like triple lobes there. This one's got a little more pointed petal here, so that, you know, when you look at anything in nature, really, nothing in nature is really perfectly symmetrical. So that's certainly something we have chosen to do here. Now, that's one ring in the yellow, looks fabulous. What if I borrow the white gold rose and then watch this? We're gonna have a little fun here, because I might just slide one on over here, move this one off to one side, this one here, slide them together, and look what suddenly you've created. And this is not like over the top to where it's going into another finger on the hand. My fingers are still together. Everything is still set up above the hand here. And it just creates this side-by-side look that, tell me that doesn't just look like one ring, because you're not even seeing the bands. And by the way, those are two different colors. That's the white, that's the yellow. You could obviously go tonal, or, okay, now we can get really crazy. What if I add yet another one? Let's take the rose that I have here and put that on. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but suddenly to me, that just looks like perfection right there. You've created a completely different style. And if you're thinking, she crazy, I'm gonna buy a $59.99 ring, and I'm gonna buy 3 of them, and I'm gonna spend 20 grand almost to get 3 rings just to get that look, well, this is the beauty of it. This is one of our greatest values. And tonight, I'm giving you a better value tonight than when it debuted. And this is, again, now the yellow, now the white, now the rose. You could obviously do all one. You could just mix and match your white and yellow. This way, too, if you want to stack them, you can. And by the way, it's all comfortable to do. No problem. Do you see how those bands line up in the back? No issue whatsoever. It really looks like it's meant to be one triple floral ring. But the value is so good. So good. And this looks designer. Let's go back to just 1 ring or 2 rings, and maybe you have 1 in each gold, or maybe if you wear all 3 colors of gold, like I know I do, if you want to have the white, the yellow, the rose, then you have everything ready to wear in a single ring, or on the days you want to go a little more drama, you can have that whole bouquet look, or just do 2 at a time, or just do 1. It doesn't need to be 2 or 3, just showing you as an option, because if you love the ring, it certainly is at this discount today worth investing into another to create a whole new look. And it's not $59, $49, $39, $29, or $19.99. Here's the white gold. Always the most popular when we do white diamond pave is white gold. So there's just plain as day, one only, by itself, white gold, perfect, right? It looks great. But it's not even $19.99, and we are busy already, because you probably know this ring. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you are coming back to create your own little arrangement or a little bouquet. This is not $19.99, and even back in the day, $11.99, incredible value. What about making it even better tonight as we have them ready to go in stock? Holidays are coming. I know it's still October, but it's late now October, and we're getting ready. So this is your chance, and we're reducing prices when everything else, and you know gold's going up, diamonds and gold are not exempt from big increases in price tags. They're actually going through some of the greatest brunt of that. So to be able to be TVON and discount an all-time favorite like this beyond where it's ever been is very special. And it's not $1,000 and it's not $9.99. This is your chance to pick it up. This is our lowest price it's ever been. Here's a moment for you. White gold is there. I'll try on the yellow gold separately. We'll try on the rose gold separately, or mix and match them. Play. It's a really, I haven't tried on the rose gold yet for you, so let me do that. Play with them. See how they're, again, they're each set on a different side. You've got that little kind of like a tipped petal, and then the other petals are more rounded. Not even $9.99 though. This is my lowest price. We're taking it back of where it's ever gone before. Here's the rose gold by itself. That's where you'll see the most metal in your petals. And really, it's just the band. But also that little bit of background for your pave. It's not even $9.99, $9.89, $9.79, $9.69, $9.59. It's permission to have fun. Stack them up, get a couple, or gift it. You know that so-and-so. Was it your daughter, best friend, mom, sister? She adored it. She saw you wear it to that one event, and she said, oh, my goodness, I got to have that. Where did you get that? And, oh, did you really spend that $56,000 on that other flower ring that's so well known? The look-alike here, but in better diamond quality, and it's $949 for the ring. It's $949 to get you the ring. So this is a moment here. That's the rose. Let me show you the yellow gold by itself, and then we'll stack away again. Because why not, when you have this incredible price tag, be able to get a couple, put them on together, kind of play with the way, too, that you actually orient them on the hand so they can kind of sit a little bit differently together. And they really do. They sit perfectly, but one is pretty amazing. I mean, not everyone's going to put on 3 like I did. That's just me. And I've put on as many as 4 and 5 when I've had the opportunity, and they look great too. You can really go, I think, you know, if you've got a little more real estate here, you can go, I think, up to 4 comfortably and not have any issue. So $949, that again is the yellow gold that I'm putting on by itself there. That's $949. You get the ring. It's fabulous. Choose your gold color. We'll give it 60 seconds. Just had to bring that back, and it's at its best price ever. So a huge value there. Who's got one? Jalen, did you get one? Okay, so good. We got a yellow gold going out. That sounds like a caller to me that's already got a white gold, and now they're coming back for the yellow gold, and that is fantastic. So yellow, white, and rose here. There you can see them kind of situated together. Pick your favorite. We've only got a final 45 seconds left to show it to you. It is $949. I know a lot of you own it. I know a lot of you have it. Think about getting another one and stacking and creating that look. Once again, here are 2 together. I'm just going to choose to do the white and the yellow together because I think that really, they almost look identical. I mean, you would never even realize. It's just almost like they were made to do this. It really is. It's almost too good. Like how they're able to sit that perfectly together when they have this, you know, bigger style and these beautiful rounded petals, and how they can manage to sit like that where they all, and you know what else? You could put another band if you wanted to create a little garden behind it. You could put another band, like another straight edge band right next to it on one side or the other. I mean, you can really play and make it your own. It's kind of like we're getting into like a wonder ring kind of situation where there are different ways to wear it. Obviously, most people are just going to buy one and put one on, and it's going to look fabulous, don't get me wrong. But there are fun ways that when you get this at home, even if you are just getting the one, play with it. Put a band next to it if you want to. Try, I know there have been other floral rings we've done that also, who is it? There is a gal that I know that got 3 of these, and actually she put it around in a couple of other flower rings that we do. So it really kind of mixes and matches and stacks with other things as well. But to get 101 in diamonds for $949, exceptional. Totally exceptional. All right, so last call on those. All right, the rose ring. Hope you have it. Hope you love it. Do want to remind you that on Sunday we're going to be debuting a stone that we've never had before. That's only been, oh gosh, it's only been, not many places. I can't obviously know how many places worldwide, but I only know of a couple people that have ever had this to show. We've worked with the actual miners and the actual site holders to get this material, and the challenge was bringing you the best. So we have about, what is it, 6 or 7 stones in total. It's going to be debuting on Sunday. I know that's a long time from now in our shopping world, but just want to give you a heads up for those of you that kind of pop in and out throughout the week. There's a very big debut. It's a stone we've never brought you before. You may have heard of it. You may have seen it for some very expensive prices somewhere else. We're going to bring you quality and our select few at an incredible value, as we always do, and you will love it. It's beautiful too. It's rare, but it's beautiful, and that doesn't always mix in the gem world, so we're really excited on that. Big debut Sunday. Trying to think of the date. That would be 23rd. So give us a, make sure you're with us on that day to see that big debut. Want to give you full advance notice so you don't miss it. Coming up, top of the hour has already come and gone. Rose rings are still going out, so congrats on those. Also want to show you a very large, we've got one fabulous yellow diamond. I do have a merengue spinel bangle. This one's cool. It's a spinel. You know this merengue variety is that red pink color that comes out of Tanzania. Let me grab my roses here, and then we're gonna go to a hot pinky red in the merengue. Look at that rose gold rose ring, pretty. So here's the bangle that I want to share with you. This is a really cool cuff style bracelet, and it's got that big merengue that's almost that teardrop leading from that point. So it's very much that chevron style, but more curved to it. Very feminine. Love the way this looks on. And it's a one-of-a-kind bangle. So it's item number 8549, and just have this one here, and it's a beautiful 78-point pear-shaped merengue. That is just the stellar color that we would see, equal to what's, you know, showcased in a ring as a centerpiece and all of that. It's a 78-pointer, but it also has 72 points and diamonds around it, making up that bangle. Now, it's also going to be for an average-sized wrist, but when you have a bangle that's open like that in the back, it's going to be a little bit more flexible for you. So you've got a little chance to really customize it to be that exact fit, whether you like it a little more snug, or if you like it a little more loose, or if you have a little larger wrist, or you're a little bit petite in the wrist, you can wear it really how you wish. And it's easy to put on because it's got a little flexibility to it. And it didn't used to have this. That's a hinge, because it used to be that it was just made like this, and you had to finagle it onto your wrist, putting it sideways and getting that point. Well, now it's got the kickstand hinge. So this is just slide right on in. Put it right. I always just struggle with, how do I like to wear this best? I always think there's something so beautifully feminine about wearing it kind of like, you know, where you have this kind of point down the hand a bit. I think that's really, really pretty. So that's one way to do it. Otherwise, you can go the other way. So we'll show you. And it's just a matter of how you put it on, like which direction you're going to put it on the wrist. And then it just makes it so easy, because you just simplify and put that. I like it the other way, I think. Maybe it depends on if you're wearing it by itself, if you're stacking with something else, but there's one only. It's a beautiful merengue. It's got bigger VS diamonds. Those are not small stones in that bangle. And again, added the kickstand for extra convenience, and just so you're not stretching it and pulling it and all that to get it on, because otherwise that can be a little challenging, and then you're stretching out the gold. So how about we got a better deal than $59.99. It's my one and only merengue bracelet. Can't even remember having one with a merengue stone as a centerpiece in a bangle like this, but we're bringing it to you right now, and it's a better price than $5,000 too. We're going to keep on going and make sure it's easy. This one can be changed. Maybe you're matching up a ring and your ring's in yellow gold and you love it. Well, do the bangle in yellow gold, no problem there. Or rose gold, you can do that too. I'll even change the gold. So it's really going to be customized to exactly how you'd like it. It's not $5,000, it's not $4,000, and it's not $3,000. That merengue spinel makes it worthy of a price tag that's over $3,000 on its own. Forget about all the extra gold, the extra diamonds. That makes it a very, very special piece. We're going to blow it out right now. It's $2,499 for our merengue spinel 78-pointer, showcased in that centerpiece of your bangle. And again, not just a pull apart. You've got the hinge, you've got the kickstand. It could not be easier, and it still has a comfortable fit, whether you're 6.5, 7, 7.5, or quite frankly, anything in between there. If you're going, nope, my perfect fit is really a 6 3/4, well, that is perfect too. Because again, it's not that line bracelet style, and you always have, if you pinch it here on the sides, you have a little bit of adjustability, right? So you've got a chance to really make it that perfect fit for you, but still use that hinge and that kickstand hinge to get it on and off, so that you're not just pulling apart your gold every time you put it on. So that's $24.99. Then we've still got a bigger Paraiba for you too, if you want the 184 we've got for you today. Also have, quick little diamond deal. Pink diamonds and white diamonds together. Also, there's a 1 carat round brilliant as well. So if you would like a 1 carat, got that for you too. $71.95 coming up, pink and white. But we're going to go to the more subtle side of pink diamonds here, or subtle side of pink stones, is the pink diamond you see here. Pink diamonds are going to be a little more light than certainly a merengue. And we love that beautiful, ooh, look at that ribbon, kind of a ribbon sash in each way, going across and then overlapping. And then you have, even notice that each side, the rose and the white with their pave, they dip down, they're concave. So it's not just flat. It's a lot of extra workmanship to do that, but it really makes it so much more dimensional. Almost looks like it's ribbons waving in the wind when it's on the hand in that overlap. It is so pretty. It's $71.95. We have 3 identical rings. We did this on the yellow diamond band, and we got all 3 gone. Now we're going to do it with the pink and the white diamond band, except here you get 35 points in the pink And that's because that band, even though it goes from one size, gets a little wider and then narrows on each end, that's still going to be 35 points. And then you have that 47 points in the white diamonds also. So all together, you're getting a beautiful, beautiful look that's going to give you, of course, in, we really separate it because it's important. Pink diamonds are not priced the same way that white diamonds are, but altogether, certainly you've got that 82 points in the band, but you are getting rose and white. It will stay that way. It has to stay that way because obviously we love our pink diamonds in the rose gold, and the white diamonds, same. Look at that. That's great finishing too. So you've got that overlap style, and all you got to do is call us, because I know 3 sounds like a lot, and it is. We're proud to have 3. I'm glad we do. Goodness knows we would never be able to accommodate everybody with just 1, because there's got to be a couple of gals out there that are loving this ring and wanting something unique and specialty like this and wearable, because watch this, no problem wearing that every day. Now there is a true overlap. This isn't just a look up. It's got that rose gold overlapping over the white gold. However, you can wear it and enjoy it every day. Doesn't get in the way. It's all pave, so those stones are super securely set, and it's not even going to be, what is going on? This ring has always been, it's been $29.99 for ages. And during one sale event, this was back in July, talking about summertime, although it did feel like summer out here. We're going through that last hurrah, end of October, it gets really steamy hot. We were 95 today. Hopefully that's only going to be for a few days, but that fall still hasn't quite hit. That fall 85-degree weather hasn't hit yet, but we're waiting for it. Send it our way. Everybody who's getting a little fall, send it our way. But this is that July price tag. I'm looking back. That was actually brought down to $18.88 during a big summer sale in July. How about we do something very different right now? 3 left only, move them all out. That means we would never see it going forward too. So that means when it's done and sold out tonight, that's it. And we've talked about this extensively. Can't bring new pink diamonds in. You think we're talking about just the big stones? It's the smaller stones as well. It's the smaller stones for pave. It's the bigger stones for centers. It's everything. It's impossible to bring it in at values that we are accustomed to bringing you. So it's not something we can see again and again or can make again and again. And instead of $18.88, what if we do even better and just blow it out? I got $14.99 as a blowout tonight. I'm thinking with 3 available, that's 2 more than I have of most everything else. So let's rock it. Let's go even lower than $14.99. But all you need to do, because here's a really easy wearable way to wear pink diamonds. This is easy, right? It doesn't. Some of the pink diamond pieces, I've heard this from a lot of people. So sometimes I take what I hear and I realize maybe once I hear it once or twice, or then you start to hear it 10 times, a lot of people who have pink diamonds, they own them. They have them in their collection and they find they're not wearing them. Because sometimes if you invested into one of those bigger stones, whether it be a 70 pointer, a 60 pointer, 50 pointer, whatever you have, some people say it's a little high value to wear every day. And I'm not saying that pink diamonds aren't high value. They are. But I want you to be able to wear your jewelry. This is not the kind of collectible. There's a lot of collectibles that are out there that you never really actually get to see much. Think about it, right? They're set aside, they're put somewhere safe, and we don't always get to see them, enjoy them, and really, appreciate what makes them collectible. I think it's one of the coolest things about jewelry, fine jewelry at least, is that at the end of the day, after you've worn it and it's adorned your body and you've gotten compliments and you've showed it off to the world essentially, it's worth something. And you can't say that about many things. And that's what's so cool. And pink diamonds, well, probably the leader when it comes to, investment jewelry. And I'm not saying you have to buy it to resell it down the line. Just wear it and enjoy it. And when it comes to wearability, I think bands like this are what make it easy for everybody to just pop it on and see if it becomes one of your new favorites. See if that instantly becomes your new favorite that you put on more than everything else. And in light of that, and in fact, there's nobody on the phone lines that's enjoying it at $14.99 for the value that is, we're going to make it even lower. I got 3 available, and I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to make it my own price for you, and I'll give it 60 seconds, and we'll take the ring down to $999 instead of the another $500 off what it should have rightfully been tonight. And it's just easy. $9.99, 3 only as they are, but we're still sizing them for you. So you get delivered, ready to wear. Take a look at that. You got to call me. We got 1 gone already? All right, so 1 gone now at $9.99, 2 left. That's it. Last time we can see it. Last time we can build it. And you're still getting these beautiful waves or ribbons of gold that are so wearable but different. Doesn't look like the basic band that everyone else has in their collection. So grab it if you love it at $9.99. Here's one more time on the hand. 43 seconds remaining with that. I would highly recommend getting that one, or think about it. I've gifted pink diamonds in bands many times over, and I will say there is something when you give a pink diamond, it's unexpected. Because even people that don't follow the jewelry world closely, pink diamonds are in the news enough, and they've been cultural phenomena in some of the celeb world and whatnot. I think we all understand that pink diamonds are really valuable. They're really rare. And I think most gals enjoy that color in their jewelry, yet it's still acting as a neutral, so it goes with everything else. But try it out for $9.99 on a $3,000 piece. We've saved it $2,000. We've got 2 left, and we have another one gone, so never mind. We have 1 left. So it's our last call, and that should go, because I know you got a lot of jewelry choices out there, and that's good. Because where else, if that pared down to just gold, seriously, could not be $9.99 if it were just gold by itself. So call me on the last one. 1 left only. We do have a big yellow diamond. I got a 2-carat here. We do have a couple of other bands. We also have that Kunzite pendant from earlier, that beautiful, we started the show with it, that pear shape that kind of looked like a heart. It was only $499. Also, hoops, open. Yes, open hoops, meaning like open front-facing hoops with a gem like Zambaran. Oh, speaking of pink diamonds, our pink diamond cross is back. Yay! I found one in the vault the other day, and I thought, oh, this is exciting because so many of you have asked about it, and we previously said sold out. So while we're on that theme, take a look at this pink diamond cross. And you know what? I know I need to zoom back, so we'll give you a look at it here, and then we'll zoom right on back on item number 2692. That is 42 points of pink diamonds. We've had the version in the yellow diamonds, gone. We had the version of the pink diamonds, gone, until we found this one here. So quick deal, just make it easy. $19.99 should be piece. Those are natural fancy pink diamonds as well. Simple 1-inch cross pendant. We didn't do a lot of extra bells and whistles. It's a real classic. It's good enough that it's pink diamonds. That, to me, we didn't need to add a lot of scroll work or fancy hoops or loops or tricks or anything else. It's just pink diamonds. Straight on through, all good size round brilliance, those little points of mirror finished gold to give it just that, a little point on all 4 ends. And it's not even going to be $9.99. Come on in, pink diamond lovers. Maybe a ring is too personal. I find, as someone who gifts a lot of jewelry for a lot of people in my life, I think rings are very personal. In other words, and I don't mean I love giving a personal gift. I mean by that, it's hard sometimes to choose rings for people you know and love. Even if you know them well and love them a lot, it can be tough. And that may have been the situation with the last ring, and you're shopping rings for yourself usually. Here's something you could give. And be confident if you know somebody's faith and you know that they wear a cross pendant, or you know they might like that color pink in their diamonds. We think this would be a great gift idea. And you know what? Is that season coming up? So let's make this easy. $699. Just have the one. So I thought we'd bring that out in a last call. I know so many of you have missed it. I've had a lot of people asking about it. We've had a lot of questions about our yellow diamond cross and our pink diamond cross, and the pink diamonds are here. Just one though. So we'll give it 30 seconds, Tony. That should be gone at $699. I have a feeling. And to get just under a half carat in pink diamonds is fabulous because they're all good size. Now, I'll show you that 1 inch if you want to see a little perspective here. We know 1 inch is a classic style and size, but take a look. There it is from a distance away. We'll get the ruler next to it. We'll show it on the neckline so you know. And then if you have a rose gold chain, perfect, because this is only in rose gold. Or might I add, our pink diamonds by the yard. Or if you need a rose gold chain, we can always hook you up with one of those as well. We have some great values on chains. So if you ever need a basic chain for a pendant or for a gift, definitely talk to our operators about that, because we've got chains available in different lengths and different styles for you. So we always have chains, and they're a lot more affordable than what you find in the chain world today. So take a look. This is what it looks like from a distance away, just to give you another perspective on it. But a really, really special piece, and it's only $699. So that will be our very final pink diamond cross there. Let me know if you like it. And the pink diamond ring, still have one of those, and they would be beautiful together. Take a look here, and you can see what I'm talking about, because you have that beautiful color matching here. You've got the ribbon style through the ring. You've got that classic intersection there in the cross. So $699 for the pendant and only $999 for that last pink and white diamond ring. So congratulations if you get those. We better switch gears here. Got a lot of pink, and I'm ready to show you something else, which is our, well, you got to see this. This is cool because I almost have the identical ring in tanzanite, but this is not a tanzanite. We had an actual rose ring. This is not a floral, although it definitely gives that influence. And I would encourage you to think about this. This ring is coming up in the show. It's here. I know these are not the same stone, but take a look, because this is what we always talk about with trichroism and tanzanite. We talk about a blue, a purple, and a red. With this amethyst that we have on the left side, that actually is purple, blue, and red as well. But most amethysts would never show off the blues or the reds. It's just mostly a light lavender. So I just wanted to show you how similar these look, but actually the amethyst is even larger overall in a ring. And this will be item number 8532, and it's new tonight. And this is a very large ring with a really important square cut cushion. That is 8532, and that's going to be our fancy cut cushion. It also has, you're probably noticing already, just as it moves side to side, there's a specialty cutting all the way through, including the top. That's a checkerboard facet pattern across the top. So just gives you that much more what you're seeing right here. Reflection off the surface at different angles. It always is going to bounce like a beautiful light off the surface, but you're also seeing this 440 gives you blues and pinks and reds and purples. We all know amethyst is purple, but look at those different colors you get from it. Carat 13 is your diamond weight. So if you are tired of seeing amethyst done in sterling silvers with no diamonds, and they are a fortune. What was I looking at? I was looking at a state piece the other day. Obviously, it was a designer, and it was, David. You know David, right? We all know David. David, he might, maybe you consider him, if you're a fan, you may consider him your man, that kind of David. So he does a lot of sterling silver amethyst, right? I was looking at a state piece. It was heavily worn. It was very, I would say, mediocre quality as far as just, it was a used piece of jewelry, a state, right? It'd been used, it'd been worn, so it wasn't in the best shape. And it was sterling silver and amethyst, and because it had a designer name inside, it was $8,300. Used. So where does that lead us? We are doing something that's more unique because we're actually bringing you amethyst number 1 set in gold, which I think a lot of us look for. And then you're getting VS diamonds and a carat 13 worth of diamonds around it. It's a big oversized ring. I wouldn't say, this is not like, again, when I say oversized, hold on. I'll show it to you on. Let's go to the hand because I want to make sure we don't scare you away going, uh-oh, can I not wear it? You can. It's just about being a little larger than typically what we do in an amethyst because you're getting all this big diamond design around it. I got to ask you a question. At $39.99, what do you think? If you're spending over $8,000 for a used sterling silver amethyst piece, what do you think about $39.99 for top quality Brazilian material, blues, reds, and purples, and diamonds at a carat 13, and in gold, not sterling? But this is a tough crowd. I don't think we have anybody who's saying, you know what, I'm going to pick up the phone, I'm going to buy that from Lolo for $39.99. You want me to do something extreme. You want me to go wild on a Wednesday. You want me to say, forget about $4,000, let's blow it out right now and let you decide. Because even if I reduce it to $38.99 or $37 or even $3,500, who knows? Will it stay or will it go? We want it to go, and you're going to choose your gold color, white, yellow, or rose. You're going to get all those extras, the sizing, the shipping for you. I'll tell you, let's start at $1,000, Tony. I'm going wild here because $1,000 does not buy the gold mounting with the diamonds without that stunning amethyst. And no, amethyst is not always the same price per carat across the world. It's different. It's different, and that's the fancy cut too, and you're seeing that. Watch that reflection off every bit of the surface. It's like it's a, have you ever seen a mosaic? Like one of my favorite things in the world in artwork, I've got an incredible piece at home that I adore. It's one of my most prized possessions when it comes to artwork, and it's a large scale lion. It's a life-size lion, and it's made entirely of mirrored mosaics. So these teeny little mirrors that are all together creating the entire body. It's just the super coolest piece. I love it. It's really just cool and it's powerful. And boy, when it's sitting in the middle of the foyer and the lights coming in through the windows and it's just creating sparkle all over, it's a beautiful piece. And this is almost like that mosaic, that mirrored mosaic effect is happening off the surface of this amethyst. Now, $25 increment seems fine. The issue is we have no open. So maybe, again, not an amethyst crowd. We don't bring them very often. It's got to be that top quality. I think we're all seeing it here. And you don't need to be a gemologist to know. Maybe you're looking at your amethyst at home that you have, because I think we all have one, right? I've got several. I love them. They're meaningful to me. They're important to me. I wear one every day. But I got to say, they usually don't look like this. They're usually light, pastel, lilacs. There is a very recognizable, distinctive difference between quality and regular. high quality and average. And what we're bringing to you is that high quality carat 13 diamond weight around it that makes it so special, any gold you want. And we have no open. So we'll give it 60 seconds to get it started. Take a look at our amethyst one more time and let me know if you have any requests, because we're happy to have shown you a lot of our jewelry. We've got a couple quick wheels for you as well we'll get into, and ready to offer them all up at a great value. But I just always marvel at the amount of blues we're seeing from our, no other amethyst is going to do that. It truly is a bit of Mother Nature's miracle here, that there was such a saturation level, such a fiery element of saturation to that stone, that a quartz is able to give you some bit of trichroism to it, where you're actually seeing distinctive colors that are different within the stone. That would not happen. Then there's that fancy cutting on that square cushion, and there's a carat 13 in diamonds, and we have no open at $1,000. Uh-oh. So it's not an amethyst day. That's okay. We can move along. And if you would like, unfortunately, this is not a super different piece, but this one being tanzanite is going to be, let me see, the diamond weight on that one's actually pretty similar. It's a carat 30 in diamonds around the tanzanite. So if you want the tanzanite, there's the difference. See more purple and more blue. And that's a question I get a lot, because every other tanzanite you see out there is usually this color. Right? And then our tanzanite is blue wing block D, so look how it differs from amethyst. So anyway, that's coming up later, or, let me know if you want to see that. And then we've got that fabulous amethyst no open on that one. All right, so we move along, and we'll find out if we got anybody with us. And we've got a fabulous, let's just pare it down to a trio here. I've got 3 high-end museum pieces, one of which I made again, because the last time I had something similar, it was a lot of people missing out. So does this look familiar to my mandarin lovers out there? That Roval mandarin in that kind of oversized stardust mounting that we're doing. Plus, speaking of tanzanite, look at these colors together. I'm not a big Halloween person, but I do tend to like Halloween decor if it's those 2 colors. You know how usually it's like black and orange, black and orange, black and orange. I love seeing purple and orange together for this time of year. I think it's kind of a great way to do fall in kind of a bright, updated color palette. And so maybe, just they look nice together. And then we have a yellow sapphire here. So getting you some options. Yellow sapphire, mandarin garnet in the middle, and a blue wing block D on the side here. So we've got 3 options. Which one would you like? Because they're all one of a kinds, and they're going on a quick little must-go opportunity wheel. So it's a time to get on the lines, and we've got a radiant cut yellow sapphire. That carat weight on the sapphire is going to be a 2 carat. Wow, unheated. 2 carat, looks like a diamond. It really does. That looks like a diamond. It really, that's the color right there of a yellow diamond, but it's a sapphire, almost the same durability, 9 as opposed to 10. Diamonds are 10, sapphires are 9. There you have that beautiful kind of almost looks like that last design we had, but a little more elongated. Then you've got your 76 points in diamonds around the sapphire. The mandarin in the middle, that's a 4 carat 35 Roval, and that's going to have a carat 20 in diamonds. So here we are bringing on the big diamond weights. And then our last but not least is our 240 blue wing block D in a pear shape in a bridge. That's 94 points in diamonds. So my question to you is, if any of those are interesting to you, give us a call, because my question is, what do we need to do to get them out the door? And that's what these museum must-goes are all about. It's really about distinctive, unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. Cannot replicate them, cannot make them again. Otherwise, we could do something like bring a couple, and we're just saying they're here. They've been here. They've all been on the air. They've had a little higher price. We're going to bring it down. Not just down. We're going to bring it to the lowest price. That's what must-go is all about. It means whatever price you see attached here, whatever's going to happen there on that little bar that Tony's going to build, that's the lowest. They can't go lower than the must-go. Must-go really means if they stick around, they're probably actually going to be taken apart, because we could use those mountings and just, use them with different stones if that's your preference. But blue wing, mandarin garnet, and of course that yellow sapphire that is all natural, really important pieces here. And I have other good news. You can change the gold on any of them. So you got a little variety here in the white and the yellow, but change them. You want to put the tanzanite yellow? Yes, you can. You want to put that yellow sapphire and white gold? You can do that too. Maybe you're saying, forget the classics, I'm going to go rose gold. Do it. No problem. No charge to you for that. And the trio is going, well, $49.99. They all, by the way, were listed over $12,000. So that's the first thing. That's not retail. That's our price. And then $49.99, $53.99, and $55.99 were the prices on the air. Time to get them out the... You know what we got to do, guys? We got to do some real heavy discounting. We already have the top of the last hour rolling up pretty quickly. And something's got to give. So how about this? Must go, museum level. Take a look. I'll get you better than $49. $39, $29, or $19.99, and it's time to get you something. Do you not have one of those in your collection? Is it always been, I know one of the top requests I've been getting of late, Mandarin Garnet, and you can't get much prettier than a stone that's a roval with that neon. Look at the finishing on the inside. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. When it's a dome style that's wider, the undergallery is important. And that's where we added all that extra gold, that floral pattern through the inside. You've got a yellow sapphire radiant cut 2 carat unheated right there, that perfect sunshine yellow, and nobody's on the line at $19.99. So here's what I'll do, and this is a 2.5 carat almost. In that tanzanite, then we've got the 435 round in the mandarin. It's really a roval, but you know, round roval, very, very close. And then the 2 carat exactly in the yellow sapphire. Let me know what I can do. Because if it's going to take a discount further than that, well, I can't do it. I've already gone an extra $1,000 off where I should have been, and it just isn't doing the trick. And it's no fun to show you pieces that you might love and just go, well, it's not low enough, low. So let's take them lower, not even $18.99. It's last call. Do them for $18.88 for 60 seconds, and any one of those 3 you like, or take them all, because for under, think about that. For under, think about it. For like $5,700, you could get really unique rare stones that look totally different in totally different mountings, and I'll try them on as you ask about them, and don't forget you're changing the gold as well, so it's being customized for you. And tell me why $18.88? How could that ever be a logical or realistic price when you've got these size stones here? These incredible rarities, these unique pieces. Look at this. This is the mandarin. On the hand, I know you guys have asked for me to make it again. We did. We got it for you. It's $18.88. Yellow, white, or rose. Those diamonds that are burnished are going to wrap around the sides. They're going to show up through the profile. You pick your favorite gold, whatever it is. Pick the white, the yellow, the rose. Totally up to you. Diamonds set into that band. Dome style that's finished on the inside. Then we've got the tanzanite. That's going to be a coming. That's our beautiful pear shape here. That'll be $240 on the pear shaped blue wing black tea. Check it out, because sometimes they got to get into 5-6 carats before they get that deeper level saturation. Not here. That's a 240 with all the saturation you need in a bridge style. 94 points in diamonds there. And then we're going to go to that yellow sapphire, a 2 carat unheated. Yeah, I know that becomes kind of par for the course here, but they are rare. We just found that we kind of spoiled you up front, and therefore everybody's loving the unheated stones. So to the point where when I bring you a stone that's got heat, like 99% of them do in the world, you go, I'd rather have unheated. So at this point, we're bringing you unheated. Yes? Oh, who got what? Mandarin's gone. Did you need, Antonio, was that the same one you were on? Oh my goodness. Oh no, one of a kinds. Mandarin's already spoken for, so I'll move that off the wheel. And then we've got 2 more, yellow sapphire or tanzanite. Sorry about that. Should I try to make another one? Because that was the second time I've made that piece, Antonio. So if you want to do me a favor, I'm not promising anything, but if you want to take down their name, I can do what I can and go through our stones later tonight and see if I have something similar where I could make it again. Okay. Just an offer. You don't have to do it. Just, you know, I know that's a lot of extra work, but then I could work on that and help them out, you know? So, yeah, just if we can, because that was the second time I've made that ring. So, yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. So, and then I can call them. And so for our caller who missed out, what I would do is I would make it and then call you, and, you know, you can take a look at it and decide yay or nay. So that's what we have left. Big tansy and beautiful 2 carat yellow sapphire. Look at the clarity and the gorgeous radiant cutting on that one. So those are our 2 choices, and this is the bridge, 94 points in diamonds, and here's the mounting with 76 points in diamonds around it. Okay, and our pink diamond cross and ring is still, they're still here. So if you want that $6.99 pink, boy, I don't know where everyone went that loved it. I had so many people upset that they couldn't get that pink diamond cross. So the pink diamond cross is $6.99. We had one of the pink diamond ribbon rings, the wraparound design left for $9.99. We still have, I've got, actually, let me show you a couple diamond pieces here, because we've got a black diamond and white diamond polka dot ring made of pave. It's super cool. And we also have a really pretty style of a cuff ring to show you in bigger diamonds. But let me know, tanzanite or the 2 carat yellow sapphire unheated. Again, 240 over here on the center and 2 carats even on the yellow sapphire. I'll move along. Here is, well, I want to show you this one. This is the white diamond ring. All the bigger white diamonds. There are 4 very large diamonds in this ring. It's item number 8156. These are just a couple of rapid fire one of a kinds as we get to our top of the hour. It's 14 points in the marquise, That's a single marquise on that left side. Then you have 39 points in the pear shapes. There are 3 of those. So they're about, they're 33 points, or I'm sorry, about 13 points each. And then you have 17 points in rounds. So you add it all up. It's all white diamonds. So if you're going, why on earth are they separating them? Because those big stones, the marquise and the pears, are really important. And it's good to know when you get VS diamonds how impressive those are. And we have the white gold only here. And it's a super cool ring because it doesn't meet in the middle. Wait a minute. No. Where did you find this? That was quick work. If you just made this in the back, you're going to get a world record for jewelry making. Antonio, do you happen to know who that was? Marjorie? From where? Marjorie, if you're still with me and you missed out on the Mandarin, Joyce just brought me something. Apparently, they're on it. I kid you not, it's a different ring with a different item number. 8282. Oh my goodness. What was the last carat weight? This is about the same. Well, the last one was a 435. This is a little smaller. It's a 385. So, okay, 60 points difference or so. 120 is the diamond weight. That's the same. We can still change the gold color, and I'm going to honor the price. Oh, I hope Marjorie's still with me. Arizona. Wonderful. Hey, Marjorie. Well, it's still a Roval. It's, by the way, the same dimension because it wouldn't fit in the ring the same way if it wasn't. Joyce literally just brought this out. I cannot believe it. Either she is the fastest jewelry maker in the world, or this was already ready to go for a future show knowing how popular this style is. So, hey, Marjorie, no need. They got it ready. This is a different ring. It's the 385, same price. 1888, go ahead. I got to honor it, right? I know they got a different price on it, but well, 1888, we'll honor it. And it's got the same finishing, of course. Now, this one's a little different ring size right now, but I'll try it on nonetheless. And look at all the little, the yellow flashes are always so important to see in a Mandarin to know that it's top quality. And so that's, and you got her again? Now, if you tell me that's not Marjorie, it is, right? Okay, good. All right, thank you, Marjorie. So glad we had that. Thank you, Joyce, for bringing that out. So back to this, what I call the totem pole ring. And you got the beautiful marquise, and you've got those great pear shapes, and I'll try it on. Now, it does, even though I know you're going, is that open in the middle? How can I wear a ring that doesn't come all the way around? It doesn't matter. It will fit and feel and remain on your hand the same way any other ring will. So this is very, very important. And we only, yes, of course, just have this one. And I'm going to show it to you on the hand. It's even prettier. And yet all this diamond weight. And what a fun way to do diamonds that look a little different than everything else in diamonds, right? Diamond ring? Yeah, but everyone's got a diamond ring. Does it look like that with this kind of stacked style of pairs? I'll make it $9.99 first color. White gold only. We'll still size it for you. Get your true size. Whatever you wear for wherever you want to wear it on the hand, that's what you get. Just because it's open in the middle does not mean you have to size it any differently. It doesn't mean it's going to fit or wear any differently. It doesn't mean it's not going to be, perfectly comfortable and secure on your hand. So that is only $9.99. Then we have, get ready. We have this special black and white diamond ring that I love. Do we have another request? Yay, I love requests. Thank you. Oh my goodness, my favorite. Who's this for? Oh my goodness, Victoria. Well, one of my favorites to bring. So we're going to take a break from this diamond ring for a moment and show 7209. Hi, Victoria. Take a look at this. It's a winner. And that is just one of the most, we've been showing you bands tonight that had just a trail or a single row of diamonds. This one's getting you pretty important here because you have 3 rows, center row of baguettes, and they're large. This is why we talk, I have a fascination with baguettes. Emerald cuts and baguettes will do this, where they're like, it's like a mirror in the sunlight. You ever accidentally take out the compact outside and you want to powder your nose and you take out your compact and it just temporarily blinds you for a minute because the sun hits it? It's kind of like what the diamonds do. And it's 237 in baguettes and rounds. The rounds are the top and bottom. The baguettes are down the middle, but also notice it's recessed. So that means the middle row of baguettes slightly set underneath. It gives it so much more dimension. It gives you so much more of a high-end look and flair. And it is oh no. I thought we had, well, guess what? It's the last one. So Victoria, if this is a ring you like, because you're the requester, come on in. If not, let us know and we can open it up to anybody else because obviously a piece like this, I could have 20 and sell them out because it's so popular and so beloved. And look at the finishing here. That same kind of grid design we talk about with the more narrow band that we did with one row of princess cuts. Now we're seeing more of that grid design built behind your diamonds. So it's a wider style. It's quite substantial. Take a look at it on here and you'll see what I'm talking about. Right now, it is a size 7. I will just warn you, if we have to go tremendously up or tremendously down, we might have to spend a little extra time for sizing as sometimes is needed. Don't let that scare you away. It's just we want it to be right. And you have to be careful when you're sizing channel set rings. So if she wants to let me know what size she needs, if she likes it, I can let you know if we can do that or if we need to rebuild it, which means we make the rings separately and then reset the diamonds into a different size because you don't want to compromise the setting. I was going to make a weird analogy and reference, but it would sound creepy. Or since it's Halloween, should we just say it anyways? Like imagine your teeth, the way they're structured, right? And our teeth fit perfectly in our mouth the way they're supposed to be, right? And imagine if your mouth just doubled in size all of a sudden, would your teeth fit the same way? And if you spread, you know, if the teeth were like not aligned, and then it's kind of like baguettes. When you have a channel set like this, and I think now those Halloween costumes where you put black marker on your teeth and make it look like you have none and all that, right? It just, that's what you would end up with if you started to really toy with sizing on baguettes channel set. Same with princess cuts. You just have to be more mindful. Luckily we are, and we know all the things to do. So just again, a word of just acknowledgement of, you know, give us a little extra time if you're going to take it to like a size 11. But here's what we'll do on the price. Big one, big value, $10,999 normally. Watch this, one only. We're certainly going to make this a deal, and baguettes are really, really, really expensive. They do not have the same pricing structure per carat that rounds do. They just don't. It's the rule of baguettes and princess cuts. Okay, let's go. Make it $24.99, first caller. Yep, just one, $24.99 gets it to you, only in the white gold on this one. So that's the caveat. I'll size it. It may take some extra time if you got to go way up, way down, but size 7 right now. $24.99 is the price tag, and it's white gold only, and it is, well, look at this. That's what we need to see. We need to see that right up to the light so you can see how that just dazzles. There is something about baguettes, and when they're high quality, and they should be, it's a foolish thing to do to start cutting low quality diamonds into baguettes because you're just going to see all kinds of spots, inclusions, feathering, all that. This is the way you get a beautiful look and a beautiful shine, and you still got a lot of sparkle from those rounds, but boy, did those baguettes go to another level entirely, don't they? So that's $24.99, one only there. And then I do have this polka dot, black and white. I call it polka dots. It's really pave, but you'll see it kind of creates the look of polka dots, which is always that's a classic. Like to me, polka dot prints are like leopard. It's just like always works. Always works. Let's take a look. 7738 is next. Let me know if Victoria or anybody else would like that one. And here's the band that when you actually look at it from up close, you actually see that those are hexagons. However, when you see it from a distance, it does look like polka dots. 7738 is the number. There's only one here as well. It's just as it is in black rhodium and white gold. It's 14 karat, and it also has a 21-point black diamond weight, much more in the white diamonds at 40 points there, a grand total of 61 points, and it's one only. Let's move it on out. There's even going to be that same kind of honeycomb pattern on the interior, and then we'll show you on the hand so you can see how wide it is, because it's got some nice width to it. And doesn't that look like a little polka dot kind of style here? Really cool, just but with sparkle. You know, diamonds, they should sparkle. Even, yes, your opaque black diamonds, they'll still have that sheen about them, and that is going to be one only. Make that, you know what, forget about the $14.99. How about $9.99 instead, as we are getting very close to hour number 3, the final hour of our Wednesday here, and we are looking to help you out with anything you need. Get the requests, continue bringing those in to us. We'll show you a big top of the hour coming up shortly here. Even have our sea lion back, and that sea lion is balancing a mandarin garnet on its nose. So really cool. And we'll show that to you. And obviously we have some mandarin lovers out there, so maybe you'll enjoy this bit of whimsical design that we're going to bring you. And that's $9.99 if you want that black and white diamond ring. So lots of gold, finished on the inside, $9.99. They replicated the outer design with the inner design. So super cool. And if you need a big tansy, well, I simply have one of our biggest here at 13 carats 11 in a trillion. Also have that bigger Paraiba if you've missed out on big Paraibas lately, because I know every time I have one, in a 1.5, 2 carat size, they're not sticking around. And it makes sense why. We've been bringing them down, and that is not what happens with stones this rare. Take a look at this just to, make sure you understand that there is another clean Paraiba here in a beautiful, see what happens when I'm barely moving it? Do you see these bright, bright flashes? It's almost like a strobe light effect coming from within that stone. Take a look at it on. It's 5029, putting the 5 on. My goodness, that is not a pinky ring. So I'm going to squeeze that 5 on my hand and show you what this is all about in a signature mounting. And that's a 184 in the Paraiba. It's come down quite a bit. And that's why I thought maybe we bring it out on a Wednesday night, treat our Paraiba collectors to a nice savings, get you a better value than $15,999. I get it. It's a big stone. It's got a lot of diamond weight. White gold now. Change it if you want. But there is one. And I have been doing a number on discounts on Paraiba lately. That is not going to stop here. And we are ready. Sorry, guys, it's going to take me an extra second. There we go. It's off the hand. It's ready to go. I'm going to show you the finishing on the inside because this mounting is always going to have that finished undergallery in our signature style. And here's the front. And here's how it's finished. And then you have diamonds. You can see this is always a wider style. So if you find that this is what you prefer, a lot of ladies have a preference for these wider bands on the side that anchor their halo with their center as opposed to one little band. It just gives you a more full diamond look from side to side. It also, look at that. I love looking at the inside of that stone. When it moves from side to side, you see through the stone, you see the clarity that we're so excited about here. You see right there, like that's where you can see. Watch through it. You can see it's clean. Obviously you can from this perspective, but you're looking beyond faceting. Here's where you look inside the stone and you see how clean it is. Well, there's one, and it's affordable. And if you know Paraiba, I know it's not the most affordable ring we have here, but when you know Paraiba in big sizes and clarity, 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 and big size, ultimate saturation, beautiful, beautiful, vibrant neons, it's working. And there's one incredible price tag. I wouldn't have brought it out tonight if it wasn't. But considering that this just tonight received a very large discount on a $16,000 ring in your choice of gold, we're still making that happen because this stone we always see in white, it seems like, but it looks beautiful in yellow too. You're not going to see a lot of gold with this mounting because it is covered in diamonds. And it's not even going to be $10,000 for a 181 that is clean like this. We know the bigger sizes usually fall a little bit farther when it comes to their clarity. So when you get a big size and you get ideal clarity, it's happening. It's working together. It's what makes it rare. It's not 10,000, 9,000, 8,000. It somehow has made it below that 88, 88 that we would really slam on the brakes for that size. Instead, you know what? Not even leaving it at $79.99. This is going lower than that. And we have so many savvy collectors out there, and we know we don't have Paraibas coming in new, so it's time to take advantage of what we have currently because otherwise it's going to be a wait. Meaning like could be never. We don't have any replenishment of our inventory coming in. As we've talked about, these are stones that everyone who has them is holding on to. So collectors are having to really, there's been bribery going on. There has been well-documented bribery happening where collectors with, a lot of extra cash are trying to convince via bribe the people that have them to release them, to sell them. And keep in mind, they're not trying to get a deal. They're offering big sums of money to get these stones because, like I always say, this is where it's a gem that is so rare. There's a lot more wealth in the world than there are stones. That's the problem. You have a lot of wealthy people, collectors, royalty, well-known people, and people who just love their gems, and they're all trying to get their hands on the same material. And at that same token, you have people that have it, that understand that demand, they understand that rarity, and they're holding on tight. So here's where TVON, we don't abide by those same industry rules or trends or whatever you want to call them, but it's a reality. We're just here to make deals happen on really rare stones. And this is it, because it's not $79.99 either. It's one only. It's a better value than even $77.77 tonight. I'm just making stuff up as I go, because we want you to get the values of a lifetime. We want you to have the best deals, have the best stones, and the best quality at the best pricing. And this one is $69.99 for a 184 that looks like that. That clarity, That color, that neon, yes. Wonderful. Hi, Victoria. Thank you so much for shopping tonight. She got our baguette and diamond band. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Glad you requested it. And you at home can do the same. If there's something you're thinking about, give us a call and let us know, and we can help you out with it. We'll bring it on out. Even when we have something in it sells, we'll bring out something kind of like it or nearly identical like we did for Marjorie. Yes. Black diamonds? Oh, there's another Mandarin, by the way, 501 oval. That's kind of a roval too, actually. Okay, so let's get to it. We got our top of the hour here. It's come and gone. We've got less than an hour. We've got, my amethyst is still here for 1,000 to open. Oh, there's another wheel coming up. And I did bring out a very large pink diamond if you're interested. It's a 25 pointer, but it is certified. So let me give that a quick flash because we love a good pink diamond. This one actually is upgraded. Oh, let's see who's got the Paraiba. Wait. We got to see who's got the Paraiba. Final call, $69.99. And if you're smart, you're taking them while they're here. Because there's going to be a time in the not so distant future where you might call and ask for big Paraibas. You know, give me one for 10,000, 9,000, and we're going to say, I'm sorry, we don't have any. And that is going to be, I mean, we've really been, I mean, for lack of a better term, we've been kind of rationing them through the years to make sure that we can have them periodically, but it is just, there will come a time where it's just going to be a done deal on the big Paraibas, especially if you want high-end quality, like that stone is. Okay. So I wanted to give you a quick look at this 25-point pink diamond. Now, request, guys, we have our last hour here, and we have been really, you know, throughout the show, sporadically been getting requests in, and we've been really able to fulfill them. So please call me if there's anything you'd like to see. We're happy to do that, always. But let me show you this pink diamond. We have a 25-point pear shape. I'll just flash it here because it's got a cert, and ooh, look at that color. Okay. Oh, and this one, oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I haven't looked at all the reductions. I just looked at the stone. I make up so many of my own prices. I don't even tend to look at the bags for the prices. I just like to see the details, like what the cert says. It's 6227. It's a 25 pointer. Sometimes we'll bring 25 pointers that don't have a cert. This one does. So you get that bonus. By the way, welcome to the show. If you are just tuning in and joining us, glad you're with us. It's Wednesday. We're live. So, of course, give us a call if you need anything, want to check on availability, want to see something, make a request, anything at all. Let me know because we only have about 56 minutes left in the show tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. Let me know, guys. That phone number is there for you to use. So we'd like to hear from you. But this is a reduction in price. I know we've had pink diamonds of this size, and I know you probably already have an idea in your mind where it should go because you've seen them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 markdowns, 9 of them. GIA certified 25-point stone. It is also a halo of pinks. This is where we sometimes stop. The Pink Diamond Center usually has 1 or 2 halos of white diamonds. This is giving you pink, then white. Take a look. This one, the price tag might actually create a little fight. It might. I think so. I know we're in the last hour, but this one's too good. Let me pop in the cert for a look at it because that's going to be a 3 by 5.2 millimeter pair. I do want to show you, it's an SI2 as they've graded it. They don't have the word faint here because we like to avoid the F word at all costs here on certs, which just means we don't want to see faint. Light pink, very light pink. I mean, you see it for yourself here when we go back. It's saturated. But then I want to show you, this is a pretty conservative SI2 grading when you see, I mean, right, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing the front of the stone. This is a blown up version of it, and really important to note that there's not a lot of anything going on in the middle of the stone, which is where your attention goes. Then you've got the back side of the stone, so they just map out where all of your inclusions are, literally all of them. So you've got, let's take a look, because it's an inscribed stone as well, and then it's a 25-point SI2 as you saw, the cert's coming with it, and 20 points in the pink diamond halo, and then 61 points in the white diamond halo. Not too bad. Anyone want to be a believer in my 9 discounts on the pink diamond ring and be on the phone lines ready because there very well could be a couple people on this one because it's my, I mean, it's simple as this. It's my lowest price I've had on a quarter carat pink, especially with saturation like that. And we've added another layer of rarity with that pink diamond halo initially. And here's the inside. That's how it's all finished. It's all 14 karat rose and white. Here's what it looks like on. And it's going a lot lower than that $99.99 it started at. I do think this is just outright value. You're certainly getting an important size in a pink diamond. You are getting the cert, which not all of them here have. We have a lot of 10, 15, 19 pointers that don't have certs. This one was important enough to get that certified by the GIA in Carlsbad, California, give you the documentation. You don't pay for it. We did. You don't. It's not going to be 99. 9 discounts, guys. 9. Needless to say, I think this is going to be what does it. Yes. She's interested. She likes the idea of 9 discounts, right? And it started at 99, and I can read them all off to you, literally. Or we can just get right to it, because what you're interested in is give me the lowest price. But it did go to 7. And it did go to $6,000. But then it stuck a while at $49.99, and that's about where we see a quarter carat certified pink diamond that's got saturation like this. But it's nowhere near $49.99. Collectors, come on in, because this one has taken a lot of, it's significant. This is a lot of drops in price to get down, and then tonight said crank up the value, let's get you the best price ever. It is not even $39.99, no way. Not $39, not $38. How is this not even $37.99? I think we've seen literally fifth of a carat stones that aren't priced this way, that don't have a cert. This one does. And we're not making it 37 or even wait, guys, 37.77. Amazing. I'll drop it right now. $36.99 first caller. That's it. It is our lowest. We have got, we know, we've got it denoted here that is the lowest it can go right there at $36.99 with a cert. And not 2 diamond halos, 1 pink, 1 white. That's even better, because those pink diamonds, that 20-point halo that you have initially around your center, that's important. $36.99, one only there. Let me know who'd like it. That's as low as a 25 certified is going to go, and that gets 30 seconds there, and we'll help you. Do we have any final requests here for our last hour? Keep them coming in. We'll help you out. That's our certified piece. We're verifying right now. Let's see who's got it. You can always rush to the phone, rush on in, and come on in and make that phone call, and we'll help you out. So that'll be, and I think our Paraiba, that 2 carat, 184 rather, is here. Also have some, I'm going to discount some Royal Zambari earrings before we go tonight. And also bring out, I know that tanzanite, I flashed it. We had it kind of in conjunction with the amethyst piece. What if we bring that out? A 435, really exquisite diamond weight, 5679. Let's do that. We'll get into our big tanzanite. Then we've got some barn earrings. They're front-facing hoops that are split. They're really attractive. This one is verifying right now. We'll see who's got it. Here's the tanzanite. We did show it earlier, but there is. Need to see it right up close and check out every facet glowing with this Blue Wing Block D Ultra Neon. What do you think? Isn't that great? It's also a big diamond weight, but we keep it classic here. But there's little twists, because usually if you saw a style like this that's like truly outright classic, it would be an oval. We're bringing you a square cushion. It's 5679 is your item number, and it's really well done. But it also is, this is our best Blue Wing Block D material. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow night, I have not told you yet. We do have a debut on a new stone we've never had coming up on Sunday morning, but tomorrow night we have a new line of designer diamond jewelry. I'm talking about all diamonds that are still VS. But designs you've never seen before, and styles you've never seen before, and designer price tags that should be in the couple $100,000 range, and they're nowhere near. So just a reminder, if you're just a diamond lover and you love diamonds, but at their best quality, because not all those different designers out there use the quality we use, we're going to bring you VS quality, and it's just stunning. I wish I could preview them, but I can't. but tomorrow night they're debuting, so if you're a diamond lover, you got to be with us tomorrow. Here's our 435 cushion cut square. It has a double halo, which is totaling 130 in diamonds, and it's going to be, I'm just thinking with the last hour here, and I'm looking at the $16,499 ring, wondering if we need to do better. No, I'm not going to wonder that long. I know we need to do better. $16,499 is not going to cut it tonight. But you have a specialty stone, and you have a great size. And for being a bigger size at 435, wait. Look at this first before we try it on. Look at the colors boiling right down to the middle. Look at the very, very center of that stone. Do you see how, this is what I'm fascinated by with these specialty cushion cuts, is the way they do different things. Yes, we expect saturation. Yes, we expect neon. Yes, we expect red flash. But this goes all the way to the very outskirts, all the way down to the core center of this piece. Here's what it looks like on. It is so lovely. And it sits really evenly because everything about it is squared off, including the double halo around your stone. So it really just, it will work even if you're more comfortable in a larger ring, or even if you're more comfortable in something a little more, I wouldn't say small, it's not a small ring, but it gives you a way to balance out all these larger carat weights in a wearable size ring. And it's got to be better than 16,000 or 8,000 or 4. Now we've just taken more than 75% off by doing that. But $4,000, it's already too low. The truth is, if I want to go lower, there's only one way to do it, and that is to start an auction. I've taken 75% off plus. We're going to start an auction at 4. I'm not going to start at 4. We're in our last hour. We're not going to start at 35. We're in our last hour. We're not starting at 3. My night owls deserve a treat. So instead of $3,000 to start, let's go wild. Let's treat everybody who's still hanging out, looking at this beautiful tanzanite, wondering if maybe tonight is the night to get a Blue Wing Block D luxury stone. How about getting you better than $3,000? And how about starting at $2,500 instead? Better yet, we're going to do a $50 increment instead of $100. Let's do 25 instead of 50. I've had some auctions that have worked. I've had an auction that didn't. Let's make sure that when we get this one going, because that's not an if, that's a win. We're going to start it, and we'll go in little tiny increments, $25 increments, but that is for a $2,500 open, which I think we all know, never where that should be. For a $435, that's giving that level of saturation through and through, and I mean it, like side to the center to the sides, top and bottom, every bit as bright, as neon, as bold as you could ever want a tanzanite to be. And this is it. This is your home for it's the only place to get it. There are ways to get good tanzanite out there, but the best you could do outside of these walls at TVON is a Block D. This is, I know you're going, but that says Block D. So that's Block D. It's Block D, but it's a step up. It's a Blue Wing Block D, which is a more precise location or specifically vein of the D block. D block is all mined out. There is no hope in getting more D block. Here's your chance to pick it up, and I have nobody at $2,500, and maybe I should have shown this earlier, but here's what I'll do instead of 25. Let's get it going. We just need a caller, preferably 500 callers. But knowing that last hour Wednesday night, how about better than 25? Make a deal. And now we're verifying. So there could have been a $2,500 open, but that's not where I'm going to leave it, and this hopefully opens the door to many more. One bidder verifying right now, thinking about it. Let's see if we can get this open to a lot of people. $435, lots of diamond weight. We love seeing lots of diamonds every time we see a piece, but $130 is a big diamond weight. So you're getting a lot for your money here, stretching that dollar out. And you know what? Instead of 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, let's go. Make it easy. $2,000, and let's get everybody in. All 500. No. 5? Let's go for 5. Either way, it's $25 increments. I never know what we're going to do on an auction, but I know this. We are looking at one of our most stunning per carat values on Blue Wing Block D right here with this possibility of that open. Let's take a look right now. $2,000 to get it going. Come on in. If you have requests for the last 45, we want to hear them. We will bring up those Zembar and hoops I was telling you about. They're on the way. And there it is. Who do you have? Janice. Hi, Janice. Thank you so much. We've got $2,000. If anybody's bummed, don't be bummed. It's not $100, it's not $50. It's a $25 increment to get you in on a $435 Blue Wing Black D. And let's figure, where does that put us per carat? Well, I'm about to calculate. Hi. Hi, Lynn. Paraiba. Is she collecting Paraibas? Is she starting her own museum? I want to come to Lynn's Paraiba. What should it be called? Lynn's House of Copper-Bearing Tourmaline. I like the sound of that. Paraiba Museum. Well, first, before I can show that Paraiba request, we have to talk about this $2,000 open that we have and only have $2,000 so far on a 4 carat 35. That means, yikes, with the carat 30 in diamonds, and $2,000, and Janice in our lead here, and I think she was thinking about 25, and now instantaneously she just saved $500 just by hanging out And thanks to my desperation here to get a couple of people in on this auction, we have $2,000. Janice in the lead, nobody else on the lines. So we'll wrap it up. I hear you loud and clear. The silence is deafening. So this is what we're going to do. We got one beautiful piece here that is one really, 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 really smoking value. $2,000, $25 increments could put you in the lead. Now, we're going to sort it out, but we have 2 minutes to get you on the line if you're thinking about it. That's all we got to do. And then we'll get to our request. We have another pear-shaped Paraiba coming up, so we're going to bring that and get that a great value and anything else you want to request. So let's give it 2 minutes and see if we've got anybody else who would like to come into play, because there's the 2-minute clock, and it goes in a hurry because there's a delay, and it's a delay on the broadcast and a delay on the phone. So come on in on the early side. It just means start dialing sooner rather than later, because once that clock hits 0, we got to close the auction down. And it's only those people that are on the phone lines that can bid, that can actually put in a bid, whether that's 2025, whether that's going to be, maybe you want to go with a whole power bid like 2100 or anything you want to do, but it's last call and I got to try this on again for you. Any gold you want, any size you want. How about shipped to your doorstep for free and not going to a store? Not going to a store and having to listen to an associate give their pitch on a tanzanite that is lighter in color that's going to cost this per carat or more. Seriously, that price you see right now, that's our auction open, that's our auction current bid, do you know that that's less than the going rate on a regular tanzanite per carat? True story. We were at the wholesale trade show, it was a couple weeks ago, and there was a big international trade show, one of the first big ones that's happened since 2020, and we were seeing, this is, keep in mind, invite only, resellers only, and we saw tanzanite trading on the floor for $2,300 a carat. They were, keep in mind, not blue wing block D. So how does this sound? I'll trade you. What you could pay wholesale for 1 carat of material, we're going to get you a $435. We're going to get you better quality, better saturation, better red flash, and we'll throw in gold, setting the stone and setting another carat 30 in VS diamonds in your gold, in your size. Nothing for you to worry about, except right now, can I get in 15 seconds? That is the only thing that should be stressing you out right now is, can I dial fast enough to be connected before the auction ends? That's the only thing. That's the catch, is you got to be in right now, and we'll see if anybody else. Let me go to the phone bank and see what's happening. Do we have anybody else thinking about this one? Because we have $2,000 right over here. Anybody thinking about this one? Is Jalen, I know you're kind of hit. Are you on the phone? Are we on this one? And then are we verifying, maybe Antonio verifying maybe? Oh, I see, I like a power bid. It's an option I throw out there, just keeping in mind you don't have to just go in a $25 increment. Kevin, we might need your help. We might need your help. I don't know, but we might. I don't know. So, yes. So the cut is called a cushion cut. And it's a square cushion cut. Sometimes cushion, so let me just say this really quickly while we're waiting, because somebody just doesn't know what cushion means. Cushion cut. This is a little different. Sometimes cushion cuts are elongated, like a rectangle. This is square. So it's otherwise called an antique cushion cut. So it's a square shape for a cushion. So it's almost like a round, but with a slight corner to it. Kind of like they get it from like the cushion you would put on your chair at your desk if you need a little extra, little extra padding. So kind of like the cushion you'd see on a sofa or on a love seat, right? So kind of that square influence. Let's go back, see what we got. Do we have 2025 or more? Anybody else on this one? Let me make sure we've got a full idea of who's on the auction and who's not, because at this point, we got a lot of people calling in for the end of the show, making requests, which I love, but the auction right now, sorting it out. Do we have 2025 or 21? You got it? Yes, no? All right, sold. Congratulations. That's gone. You got it. And hi, Lynn. Thank you for asking for 6260 or just a bright neon green Paraiba. Look at that. Is that stunning or what? Jalen, did you have a question? Oh, hi. Has she seen it before? Item number 6260. I just want to put up the graphics real quick. 75 points on the Paraiba. And it's got, oh, yes, I did. Yes, this was on recently. Now, also, Joyce, if she wants it, obviously, in a different gold combination, she can do that. But it is a 75 pointer in the middle with 70 points in diamonds. It's in the yellow and the white. I'll try it on, and it's only $17.77. And this one may already be spoken for. I believe it is, but I'll try it on real quick just so she knows. how large that is on the hand and how beautiful it is too, with all that scroll work and those bigger diamonds and everything else. And I love it in the two-tone, but you can choose to do it all in one or even mix and match as you please. So that one is gone. Thank you so much. All right, so now we have, I'm going to show those hoops that I've been telling you about, which are our Royal Zambaran hoops. They're like a forward-facing split hoop, and I always say make sure you see them on before you make any judgments, because you're not going to see that backing that you see now. That's the hinge part. That's the part that flips down, and then you'll have it flip up, and then it clicks right into locking place here, and it's item number 1296. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, thank you on that auction. Congratulations. Thank you, Lynn, on the Paraiba in that minty green. So you can see they come in all different color varieties. But the key to being Paraiba is, does it have copper? Does it have copper content? And that's the big, big must. Okay, now we're talking about 5mm round Zambarans. These are garnets. They shift colors between pinks, reds, purples, and blues. And they're rounds, so they look dazzling. And then they have the diamonds in the front, which is 55 points in diamond split, and then wrapping around. Now, your stone is securely set. It might look like they're floating between those diamonds, but they're actually set in a basket and prongs, so they're good to go. And this is what they look like sitting upright. I've never actually, look at that. Never tried that. I think that just might be the way to see them. Now, still, you need to see them on, because that backing part, that hinge part, you're not going to see when they're on, because they have that beautiful split, so they look like they're floating. They get a little wider towards the base. Still that double row of VS diamonds. We love that they're 55 points. How about choosing your gold again on this style? White, yellow, or rose, total options for everybody to get exactly what they please, but it is a much better value than this $19.99 price tag that they should be. And there's something wild going on with these discounts. I know we're 2 hours and a half in, but the values do not stop. They may actually come to a bit of a crescendo here, because we're getting like still on that upward spiral. We're just making bigger and bigger discounts and savings for you here. And we can just kind of reach the ultimate peak here when the show ends and everything's gone, because we have a lot of great pieces, and this is one of them. And if you already have a ring or a necklace or a pendant, how beautiful would this be with it? But that's a jewel tone that goes with everything. I don't think you need to have a whole set to enjoy these earrings. And I'm going to show you the length. They're that perfect 3/4 inch style. I think that's always a very happy size for everybody. It seems like that 3/4 inch is always what seems to work for a lot of people, no matter what your preferences are or style is. And here's what I'm talking about. 3/4 from top to bottom. It's 3/4 of 1 inch. They're in the yellow gold here, but you're changing that if you want to. I'll pop one on, but we'll take another close-up look just to give me a second to unhinge this and give you, yeah, they've never been opened before. So I always need a second, because usually they're straight from the designer. So they're a little, yeah. Gotcha. That's a good idea. The cushion or the emerald cut? All right. Let's take a look. I'm so glad. Oh, you know what, Tony? Sorry. Forget me. I'm going to take out my second earring there, just because it's going to get in the way, because this is a little wider hoop. Usually I can make them work, but I'll just show you what this looks like now, and forgive any blank piercings. But look at how beautiful this is. So you can see what I mean by now you've got that little bit of that split that then kind of goes into this, just like holds it like a tension setting, which we love, and a huge value coming your way. I'm so excited about these Zambarans. They're just, I'm not well lit over here, just trying on for size perspective, but you see how bright they are. They're powerful. And if I was in a darker lit area, because I'm still in a TV studio, so it's never dark, right? But if I walked into the phone bank where it is dark, they would give you more blues. Suddenly you'd see more blues flashing from within. Then, if I'm out in sunlight and there's more UV light, then they're looking more like cranberry red. They're always going to have that element of purple, but they show you different levels and different varieties of color, and that's what the whole color shift thing is about. And they're white, yellow, rose gold, and you know what? Forget about even $9.99 or even $8.99. We're here to move jewelry tonight. Last 35 minutes of our show. Get requests in if you have them. We're going to make this earring less than $799 to get you over a ½ carat in VS diamonds, to get you the gold color choice, and some very rare garnet material out of Tanzania. And yet, you're not even paying $799. We'll make them $777 for the set of earrings. Joyce? Thank you. 777. Okay. And then we get, let's see, what do we have left? We still have the big Padparasha. If you missed it, it's a 556. Stunning certified Padparasha. Oh, we have the sea lion. I got to get to that. There's also a white diamond. We have that pink diamond, the quarter carat GIE certified pink diamond pear shape. Have a great looking museum wheel. And any other requests? I'm really happy to hear that she swapped the Paraibas, because I don't like to see anyone get included stone unless they're intentionally looking for an included stone. Thank you. So that was a good idea. I think that was well done. Well played, Lynn. Good job there. Let's do this. Still have our 184 Paraiba. Have the Zimbaran earrings if you'd like those. And carrying on, let's show you the sea lion. I always have to make sure. This is the sea lion. And we're going to show you item number 8542. I've been mentioning this, but time to show you what's here in what looks like just the coolest piece in something of a whimsical piece of jewelry. This is the base of it. This one probably will not sit on its own, so let me set it down while I zoom that camera back, because we're going to need room. It's a bigger pendant style. That's probably too much, right about there. This is our fire opal. And we've done different designs here. We've done a couple of different iterations, but this is so pretty. Just done in white, yellow, or rose. You're going to decide that. Boy, that still shows you how big that is. It's a really good size piece. And this is going to be 8542. You've got the Mexican fire opal, which is where the stone hails from. But again, we're looking at more red material than it is orange or yellow. Then you have this entire, and it is a pendant, but that entire body of gold. This is a lot of gold, finished on the inside with a pattern. Finished with diamonds burnished into not only the eye, but also spots on the back. So cool. If that does not look like designer jewelry that you went in, fell in love, said, I know I'm going to be the only one who has anything like this, so it's worth the $49,000, then I don't know what it is, what it does look like. It's just so impressive. And yes, we know the detail of the tail and the fins and the flippers, and 112 is the fire opal weight, and then the diamond weight is 14 points, and you're choosing white, yellow, or rose, so whatever you wish that to be, but I've got to show it on the hand here because this is just amazing. It's significant. And the bail's hidden. So behind your setting for the fire opal, the bail is hidden. Now, I have somewhat of an idea here, and I know you know that gold's pricey. Always is. Always has, but it's on that upper swing of where it's ever been. There it is from a distance where you see it's got 1.5 inches, top to bottom. White, yellow, rose. Shall we show it on the neckline as well? I think we should. You need to see more than just that measurement, because the sea lion it's not just about the size and measuring it top to bottom and side to side. It's about how it's made, how it's finished, how much gold this takes. So yes, feel free to use a box link or a snake chain or whatever you have, but if you want to even use, and I'll let you know the millimeter size of the bail, think about how that's going to look added to a larger chain. Just think about it, because this is really stunning, and it just is it's a total conversation piece. Like, there's no doubt about that. This is your conversation piece. Who would see that on your neckline and not smile and not probably say that is the coolest piece of jewelry I've ever seen? And all that said, it should be $3,999. I just think with 30 minutes left in a Wednesday, and we can really wow you here in a very powerful way, I'm ready to do something just nuts. And I get it. I am the first, well, maybe I'm not the best person to ask, because the last handbag I purchased, kid you not, is literally the size and shape and the realistic silhouette of a pigeon. It is. It looks true. It's a handbag. And so I'm not the best person to ask, because I love whimsical pieces, but I know that sometimes not everybody's comfortable trying these if they cost a fortune, because you may not be sure. It might be something new. You may not have seen a lot of sea lions balancing fire opals on their nose, so you don't know where it should be or where it could be. And the point is, the truth is, most whimsical pieces that are really cool designer, whether it's a bag, a shoe, or a piece of jewelry, they are extra expensive. So the people that are carrying that off you're going, wow, they invested in something they're probably not using as their everyday tote carry-all to work, right? It's a little more specialty. It's a little more specialized. You know where it's the outfit maker? Like, this does not matter what you're putting on. It's all about this pendant. And I have a philosophy that this does not happen in the real world, but if I can make this, hear me out, ridiculously affordable, if I can give it away and give you all the choices you always have, the white, the yellow, the rose, all that, and if I give it away, would you be willing to try it? Knowing that you still have the ability to wear it and look at it and evaluate it, see it in person, put it on your own neckline at home, wear it, and then decide, like, put that on and see what you think. But I know even $4,000 might be a little more than you're willing to invest into a piece that is whimsy, that is specialty, that is designer. So what if we just do something crazy? I know it's late night Wednesday. Not everybody's going to see this, and that's what makes it a little more lenient here to go crazy on a price, because I'm not going to hopefully ruin the market on fire opal or massive gold weight or burnished diamonds. That's what we're going to do, because I believe that these are the pieces that make fashion, which is everything. Fashion's a lot of things. This is what makes it fun. And if you can't have fun with fashion, what are you doing, right? This is your chance to pick it up. It's not going to be, and I know it's supposed to be $39.99. That's on the bag. It's red and red. I mean, this is our debut, but I'm going to do better. And we're going to see if we can go wild here and make this one happen for a collector, a caller, a lover of the unique, a lover of the conversation piece. And you choose the gold entirely. I just need to sell it really, 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 really inexpensively so you can try it. Because I know not everybody's comfortable investing $4,000. As great a value as that is, or $3,000 or $2,000. But here's the thing, $19.99, half off, should go. But that still may not be the comfort zone. So let's give it a shot. Please, I'm going to ask you one favor. Do not expect any jewelry like this, of this size, of this gold weight, of this diamond weight, or of this fire opal weight. Do not ever expect to see this price again. It's just an experiment on a Wednesday night late in our last 25 minutes. I am not going to ask $19.99. Try it. We've got lovers of the unique. And maybe that's your new goal, is you look at your jewelry collection, you realize, yep, I got what I love. I love the pieces. Sometimes they're the classics. Step outside the box and let's make it comfortable to do so from a price perspective. I'm not even asking 19, 18, 17, 16, or $15.99 for all of this gold. Look at the size of it. Look on my hand again. Look at the size of this piece. 1.5 inches from the top to the bottom. And it's not 15. Oh, I got to try something. Look at that. 1.5 inches thereabouts, and then side to side about the same. Here's the side to side on it, so you can see about 1 inch, a little over 1 inch there from side to side. It's not 15, 14, 13. I'm a believer in really cool, different, unique pieces. I live it. I live it daily. I just got to say, $13.99, $12.99 still doesn't have anybody on the phone lines. So how about we just do this one time for 60 seconds, and I just take it all the way down to $999 to get it, just to try it and see what this gold weight is all about, and see what that beautiful round fire opal is all about, and get those diamonds and get this unique material in your collection. Because when you wear pieces like this, it really is, like I said, you don't even need to worry about what all you're wearing that day. I mean, don't even worry about the other accessories. Don't even worry about the outfit head to toe. This is what you put on and you feel like $1 million, and you are going to be the talk of the party, the people stopping you on the street when you're just out doing your thing. I mean, this is $9.99 to try a bigger piece like this with gold and the fire opal and the diamonds, and look at the size of this. Tell me how that gold weight could be $9.99. Try it out. $999 to get it. All right, we'll give it just 30 seconds here. 30 seconds. I can't leave that price up there too long, because we're making it look like that kind of piece and that size should be that price. It's not. This is just a special little deal on the late night portion of our Wednesday to try and get that sea lion home. And you name him. And he takes on a personality, right? This is just really, really cute. And we're talking about total cuteness personified here. I mean, it's just incredible and done in fine, fine, fine. So this is the way to try it out. And then if you have any last minute requests for our last now 23 minutes. It's time to get those in because we got a lot of jewelry here and we want to find exactly that perfect piece for you. But nobody wants to try that for $9.99. I get if it's $4,000, but to bring it down to affordability like this, when it's this much of the workmanship and the gold and the diamonds and everything else, I think it's worth trying out if you're even just curious. And this is what's next. I've got a big mandarin, so I've had a couple of mandarins here. We've got 2 out the door in Rovals. I have another Roval, so I thought I'd show this one just in case we have anybody else who missed out on our Rovals earlier. This also is not that big dome style, but instead it's more side to side, kind of like feels like a 3-stone ring. It's item number 8311. It's our mandarin garnet. It's a bright, gorgeous stone. It's a 501, and it also has 36 points in. Look at the size of them. 3 big VS diamonds stacked on either side, left and right. And it's in any gold you want. Of course, it's got to be. And I think it may look good even with that fire opal sea lion we just had, but other mandarin pieces, whatever it is, this is a vivacious, bright, personality-driven color, and it's going to be a wow piece. I got to show it to you here on the hand, but 501 actually makes it bigger than the last ones we had, because the last ones we had were about $4 and $385. So here, thank you. This is what we're going to do right now. I've got one, $39.99. I'm seeing that price a lot here. Maybe why I waited till 2 hours and 40 minutes in to show them to you, because yeah, $4,000. I'll tell you what, first caller, just make it $19.99 instead. If you want that Roval, yet another Roval, and look at this, sits up a little bit off the hand, but nothing too dramatic or too really remarkable. But you've got a really beautiful clarity, and if you save in all that money on a stone that is even larger than the previous 2 I've had tonight, that's a good deal. Yes. It's available. Would you like it? Is it a seal or a sea lion? I heard you say seal. Do I have it incorrectly? On the neckline again. Sure, I can do that. Sorry, I have this little tiny crackly water bottle, so I'm sure it's making some noise, so I'm sorry about that. It's not my normal. I didn't exactly, had to make a little impromptu trip to Las Vegas. Pray for my mom. Pray for my mom, please. So I didn't have my normal quiet water bottle, so I'm sorry if that's making noise. Let me grab that fire opal, and we'll show you here. Show you what that sea lion's all about. There it is from a distance away. Yet again, Jalen, have them take a look at their screen. It should be coming up for them. And that is, again, $9.99 if you'd like that. Now they said seal. Is it seal, sea lion? Are they one and the same? I should know better. I've seen a lot of them. Back in the day when I was growing up, spent a lot of time in Baja California on boats and saw a lot of these babies. But sea lion, seal, I don't know what the difference technically is. But again, I've never realized that selling jewelry on TV would require so much animal knowledge. But lately, and I love it, don't get me wrong, I love the critter jewelry, but that is super cool. I'll do the research tonight. Take a look at our beautiful mandarin. All right, $9.99. Okay, so coming up, let's move along. Got a big tansy trillion. I just want to show you, I want to make sure I got everything really important in to the show, and I think we did, but I've got another, well, there's a 2-carat yellow diamond here, because I had a bunch of 1.5 carats over the weekend. And naturally, a lot of you are going to say, well, what about a 2-carat? So I can bring out a 2-carat 01 that's a beautiful, vibrant cushion cut. I'll show that right now. It is a square cushion, much like we saw in that tanzanite earlier, and that's what it looks like. Wow. So that's saturated color. That's beautiful brilliance. That's a stunner. And that'll be our 201. So really good yellow diamond. 8443, Tony, is the odd number on this one. And our sea lion seal is still here. And we also have the mandarin, that's the 5-carat that you just saw for $19.99. And now we introduce you to 8443, which is my 18-karat gold 2-tone. And it's that beautiful 2-carat 01 yellow diamond. So we've got another beautiful, just wild, brilliant. I mean, you're talking about cushion cut square. But also notice that, yes, saturation level on this one, because some yellow diamonds can be really light, which we typically refer to as like a canary yellow, where it's just a light pastel. Then you have a more dramatic, really, really beautiful saturation level like this. And wow, carat 66 in diamonds around it. So yep, 3 carats, 67 total, 18K solid. We have just this one, of course, $19,999. It's gonna be better. And we got really busy on the phone lines. Do you think it's the seal? the sea lion? Do you think everyone's calling in because they Googled it and they're going to tell me? I told you I'll research it later tonight when I can't sleep. I will research it. I will. And by the next time I have any design like that, I'll know. I'll know the difference. But this is my 201 with, yeah. I'm sorry, what? Fire opal pendant? I don't have a fire opal ring, do I? Did I? Only a fire opal pendant tonight. Yeah, Debbie, we can find one for you. Let's work on it. I can find one. What's she looking for? Something to match the pendant, or did she say anything about what she's, yeah, Joyce is on it. So Joyce is gonna, Debbie, if you wanna give us a call back and let me know what size you're looking for fire opal, or if there's a size or shape you like, or price range you wanna be in, we can always find that for you. In our last 18 minutes, we'll find something. And here's our 201, time to go, $19,999. That's not gonna do it. And good news is, we're gonna move this one right here, right now, and see what we got. Just the fire opal pendant that I got out here, but we know we have a stash of fire opals back there, so we'll find you what you need. We'll find it. You guys, we're not gonna do even half off on this one because $99.99 is about as low as a 2-carat 01's gonna go. Special little discount, end of the show here, and yep, that's your inside. Remember, all solid 18K, two-tone gold. Here's what it looks like on. Boy, I just can't get over this is like the super brilliant. You know, we talk about brilliant cuts. This is like the super, super, super brilliant. I mean, you just see glitter factor. They don't usually look like this. If we see a cushion, remember the tanzanite we had? That was a cushion cut square. That's what also this yellow diamond would look like if it were a traditional cushion cut square. Because this is a cushion cut brilliant, you're seeing what is really can only be described as this glitter effect that goes all the way through the stone. And I'll make it, you know what, 8,888 instead of that $19,999, and we'll just see 3 carat 67 disappear just like that. But I want you to see it on the hand as well because that is a nice size, really beautiful, bold. It's for me, it's as simple as even the extra diamonds they put on either side. Yes, there's the double halo, but it's this trio stacked on each side that makes it so that when you look at it straight on the hand like you're seeing it now, it goes side to side. It sits right up against your fingers there. So it's not just showing you what we call like the naked band, where it's like gold band on the side. It really fills it up side to side so you get that incredible look and just makes it so, so special. And Debbie, we do have a fire opal coming up for you. So 7861 will be next. Let's see who wants the 201 fancy yellow diamond, all natural color. When we offer those yellows, pinks, and by the way, I will have blues coming. I said that the other day, and it just about caused it caused a frenzy. Everyone was saying, did she say blue diamonds? Does she mean those irradiated ones that everyone else has? Nope. We do, and I can't give you a specific date yet because we've got to build the rings around them, but I do have a teeny collection of good size blue diamonds coming up. They'll be with us probably in the next, I would say, probably roughly 3 weeks. So probably, it might be right around Thanksgiving time when we debut those. Obviously, as the date approaches, we'll get you, well informed and well updated, but they are here. There's blue diamonds coming, and we're just building some great rings around them for you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the fire opal for Debbie, who's probably waiting anxiously. This is 7861. It's the same, well, this may even be a little bit more intense red than we even saw in the round fire opal in the sea lion pendant, but it's 7861, and that's a 241 pear-shaped fire opal. Let's zoom back, and then I got to give it a polish because this was not pre-polished by me to get ready for debut, but 241. And 46 points in diamonds, and it's that unique cutout design, but this is also a larger ring across the hand. So when you see it on, notice how it goes side to side here as I'm getting it all ready for its close-up, and then there it is on the hand. So you can see what I mean by that really beautiful kind of glow. It's just, we've noticed this every time. I've had it with emerald. I've had it with a couple of different stones, tanzanite included, where it almost is like it's carrying through by having these cutouts. It's almost like you see those, the fire opal color. Do you see it right there at the bottom? And the bottom, those aren't fire opals. The fire opal ends right here. But do you see what's happening where the gold is picking up that color and the glow and it's reflecting it back? So it almost looks like you have even more fire opals set around it. When it's the fire opal, the heart cutouts, then the diamonds side to side. And that is giving you 46 points in diamonds. There's one only, Debbie. So if you do love it, call me. And also, There's a white and a yellow rose option, so you can change it if you wish, and we'll make it a lot better. I just think that is also one of the fire opals that really has almost like a brilliant cut to it. You see a lot of that glow internally through that stone. It's obviously a transparent stone, but you're seeing a lot of little, almost looks like little red diamonds within the stone there. So it's really a pretty gem. And we'll do it, you know what, $29.99, Debbie, probably not what she was looking for in a fire opal, but it is a big size. We'll make it a lot easier. Just blow it out, $12.99 instead. $12.99 to get you a big 241 in the best of the best color, because this is obvious. There's a grading level. They usually are yellow. Sometimes they get more orangey golden. The reds, and the more reds you have, the rarer it is. So it's right there, $12.99. And then, Debbie, let me know if we can always make something for you if that doesn't work, or if you have some suggestions for what you're looking for. Always can work on creating something or finding that perfect piece for you here as well. And then letting you know when it's available to share. So this is our last call on the show. We've got about 10 minutes left, and we are ready to also, just a recap here, I want to mention that we have that big tanzanite blue wing. That was the pear shape that we have. And you know what? I'll tell you what, this is really important too. We had that big tanzanite that did go, the cushion cut. We still have that amethyst piece here, which I know is a bit oversized, but it's a good looking piece. Now it sits unevenly on the wheel. That is only because of this pretty design element. You'll see it on the hand. Again, it looks beautiful and it looks completely symmetrical on the hand. I just want to make this happen for you because I believe someone's got to love it. It's 8532. Just wanted to bring that to you. And then we do have a request for another pink diamond. Who's this for? Oh, wonderful. I was hoping it'd be Teresa. Teresa, I knew you were thinking about that 25 pointer. I've got a different one. It's a cushion, so let me make sure I have time for that real quick. This is item number 5070. I do love this one because that is a cushion cut. It's a 26 pointer. It's got a cert. Yes, it does. And here it is. And what is going on? These price tags. Well, tell you what, Teresa, I know I did a special discount. Remember, it was the 9 discounts on one piece. I'm going to bring this 26 pointer that has the 17-point pink diamond halo. Look at how saturated even the halo is. And then you've got the outer row in the white diamonds at 54 points. Here's your cert. Now also, this is an SI1, same color grading, same clarity grading, I think. Was that one SI1 or SI2? I'll have to look. But look at this. Again, very high clarity. Nothing where you're going to see any inclusions, which is the middle center of your stone. So that's important because, you know, this is the back side. This is the front, and any inclusions are basically good cutting here around the edges where there's that facet pattern, so it would actually disguise them. That's the cert. Now, remember how we had 9 discounts on the last 25 pointer? Well, this one doesn't have as many. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 discounts. So I'll do some discounting on my own because they are only 1 point difference. Granted, this one's bigger. And yes, every point does count. But we're going to make this a deal. And you know what, Teresa, if you like it, I'm going to go ahead and honor the price I did on the 25 pointer. And I'm going to make this $36.99 again. And if you want to see the 25 pointer with it, remember that was a pear shape. So maybe you just have a preference. Most people do, and that's okay. If you have a preference in your shape, that's why we always say when you make a request, if you have a preference, usually we'll have a few options, so let us know what your preference is. This was the pear shape, and they're the same price. So let's compare the two. They both have certs. The pear shape, hold on, let me make sure. There we go. We got them in the shot there. They're really similar. They each have a pink diamond halo first. I would say that the saturation level of your pink diamond halo on the cushion is a little darker, and the 25 pointer was, I have to look at that cert again. I can't remember. It was an SI2. So, you know, you're getting a little bit better quality as well on the cushion cut, SI1, which is the graphics you're seeing right now is for the left side. That's for the cushion cut. So you are getting a slightly better clarity on the cushion cut. You are getting a slightly larger size at 26 versus 25, and the same color grading on each. And I actually think, though, visually, I think that cushion cut is a little more saturated. That's why I put them side by side for you to really see. So remember, Teresa, call us early because I know we have 4 people on the phone lines all of a sudden. I think everyone's making those last minute of the show decisions here on what they'd like since we have 9 minutes left. Either way you go, they're $36.99. The price tag is the same. They're each one of a kind. They're each certified. But this is the 25. This is the 26. Both with a pink, then a white diamond halo. So there's a lot of similarities here, but seeing them side by side, you can really deduce any kind of variety between the two. So let me know what you think, Teresa, or anybody else. They're open to the first caller who says yes, but each one, $3,699 only. Amazing. For some very important pink diamonds. Size-wise, certified-wise, color-wise, you see the saturation right there. And then mounting-wise, because the mountings are important too. It's not just about the center. You have very important double halo mountings as well. Well, Phyllis has saved me time in research. Phyllis, thank you. She's let me know that that pendant, I have been calling it wrong all night. She says that it's a seal because sea lions have ear flaps. Ear flaps. Let me look at the ears on that seal. I honestly don't know. Did that have ear flaps? Oh, okay, no ears. Does that mean no ears on a seal then? Because this one had no ears. So maybe a seal has no ears and sea lions have ear flaps. So, gotcha. Now I know. That's wonderful. Thank you, Phyllis. She saved me a lot of research later. I love it. And she screenshotted what's the difference between seals and sea lions. So there it is. Thank you. She looked it up for me. Good. Good. I can catch up with NBA scores tonight instead. Yes. I am going to show it again. I just had a request from Teresa, so it's coming right up after this. Yep. And I don't think we've heard from Teresa. Okay, so we'll move along. Let me know cushion or pair. And then here is the amethyst ring again. And also, Virginia, since we're down to 7 minutes in the show, I'm just going to do something special. If anybody would like this, I tried to auction it earlier. That was a no-go. It's 8532. It's the big oversized square cushion, fancy cut amethyst, and $440 with a carat 13 in diamonds, white, yellow, or rose gold. Skip the auction, Tony. I don't have time for that. $9.99. Yeah, we're just down to about 6.5 minutes, so we'll just make it $9.99. End of the show, first caller, take it. And any gold you want, too. Any gold you'd like. And you know my mnemonic to remember that, Tony, is going to be seal is one word. So seal, no ears, and sea lion, two words, ear flaps. I'll think of ear flaps, sea lion. Seal, no ears. Got it. So it was a seal. Okay. Does that mean I have to present it again? Okay. Last call. Oh, let me try it on again because you have to see the size. And maybe it's your first time seeing it. It was a while ago that we attempted an auction. So let me just, yep. And do you see how, obviously it's a little weird on the wheel because of this design, but on the hand, it's not asymmetric at all. It's beautifully done. It's really pretty. I mean, it's a big ring, no doubt. That's how we pack in a carat 13 in diamonds. But that's a really, really good look. So $999. And that'll be that. On the 440, any gold you want. We love our amethyst looks beautiful in any color because it is so saturated, but yellow gold and amethyst is my personal preference. Obviously, we chose white gold here because there's such a great amount of diamond weight at 113 in the pave. You can choose, though, the yellow, the white, or the rose gold. So it's $9.99 if you like it. Just a beautiful, yeah, a bigger piece for sure, but one classic band, so it makes it easy to wear. Nothing complex about the way it wears, or, you know, when you get your size, true to size here, and when you get your size that we do for you, it's going to sit evenly. It doesn't even have this problem that sometimes like big rings go like bink, and then they go bink. That's just a sizing issue. You know, I see gals all the time, and they're wearing little tiny engagement rings, and they're still spinning all around their finger. And I'm like, gosh, I just want to rip it off their hand and say, can I size that for you? I'll do free sizing for you. Can I get that in your proper size? Because rings should not do that, right? They shouldn't spin around your finger. They should just be the proper size. And that's granted, I get it. A lot of rings are only offered in full sizes. We get really specific. So if you find a 7 is just too big and a 6.5 is just too small, well, that's where a 6 3/4 comes into play. So you can get that perfect fit. We do quarter, we do half, we do 3/4 sizing in addition to if you are the lucky ones and you're just a regular full size 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it may be. So that's $9.99. Call me if you'd like it. The seal, I think that may have gone. Not sure. Hopefully, maybe. I'm glad we all were educated to our sea life tonight. I feel much better. I have learned my one thing for today because it's a good thing because I hadn't learned anything all day. So, you know, glad I you know how they always say, you learn something new every day. I learned my new thing. All right. Coming up, let's move. And did we help Teresa on pink diamonds? Nope. Okay. They're still available. I may actually bring those back out because at that value, something, I haven't educated everybody on pink diamonds yet. If $36.99, 2 options are here and they're 25 points and larger, I'm going to bring those back out. So let me know if you want the amethyst, because it sounds like this one may be verifying. You can choose the yellow, choose the white, choose the rose. That's an interesting combo too. If you'd like to, you can do that as well. How are we doing? Amethyst good? All right. Back to the pink diamonds we go. Because I kind of just, I moved on so we could show that amethyst again by request. But here is, and I might as well show both because you might have a favorite, but it's always helpful, I think, when they're as similar as these are, to see them together. So pear shape, remember that's the 25-pointer. Cushion cut, I do contend not only is the center a little darker, but also the side halo a little darker as well. Both certified. GIA has certified them. Both started. Well, actually, $99.99 is where the cushion, or where the pear shape started. Cushion was actually a little more than that. The cushion, because it's a 26-pointer, actually started a little higher than $10,000. Either way you go tonight, and it's, oh my goodness, 2 minutes left. $36.99. We got 2 rings. We have 2 minutes. I think those rings should go. You got it. Here's the cushion cut, and there's the finishing on the inside. It needs to be re-rhodiumed on the inside, but that's all done in the sizing. And then here we go with the cushion cut on the hand for you. So there's the cushion cut, and you can see that's the larger. I think that's the more saturated. That's the 5070, and that's got 17 points in pink diamonds additional and another 54 in the white diamonds, and that started over $10,000 on our show, and it's now down to $36.99. For everybody to understand, we even had offers on these just now in the last couple of minutes. That can't be done. You know how I roll. Just take it. I never want you to pay more than you have to. So just take it to the lowest. That's how we work. Just making sure you get the best deal when you're watching, so you get the best deal. We have taken them down. This was over $10,000. It was $10,379 originally. Now it's down to $36.99, and we truly, I can't even take $1 extra off. That's how low we are. And you know, if you've been watching Certified Quarter Carats Plus, you know why that's a deal. And we have, you know, again, cushions verifying, pear shape verifying. So if you have a major preference, you probably want to get on the phone lines right now to make sure you get yours before they're gone. And we have 35 seconds. Reminder, we are debuting a new collection of diamond pieces tomorrow that is really spectacular, like you've never seen before on the show. So make sure you're with us tomorrow for diamonds. And then also, just a reminder also, this Sunday morning show, got a new stone that we've never had. Debuting. I only have a few pieces, which is why I want to give you ample notice. We have a few. They're all going to go. It's so beautiful and it's so rare. So, yeah, you got some big, big events to look forward to this week at TVON. So we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Keep calling. We're still here. And that phone number is how to reach us. Have a great rest of your night. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night.